She burns the bridges in my head by lighting up a fire. Bury my old thoughts instead so you could feel the same. I lay alone with you inside my mind. We would dance the night away to the morning light. Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. Yeah, yeah. And we give you. Good in the morning light, reflections in my mind. Missing the fights, I don't care if I'm right. Let's just buy a bit more time. I live alone with you inside my mind. We would dance the night away till the morning light. Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? Can I give you all of my love till we dance the night away? And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. And we give you all my love, all my love, all my love. Yeah, yeah. And we give you.
Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself, there's no one I can turn to. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last. It might take some time, but I'll be alright. I'm moving on, moving on. I know times are tough, but I've had enough. I'm moving on, I'm moving on. Moving on, moving on.
empty hearts and neon lights. They're playing with my mind.
We're not the same, we're not the same. We're not the same, we run everything. We're not the same, we're not the same. They ain't got us running through these veins. Make way for the king.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another AFR broadcast. This time, we're here for the Tier 1 Championship, bringing you round 2 from the sandy paradise that is the Bahrain International Circuit in Bahrain. Hello, everyone. I am Kunai0 as usual, and tonight with me will be Hobbsy.
How's everyone going this evening?
Alright, so, before we get started into round 2, let's have a quick recap of last week's race at the season opener at Albert Park. So, Revo took the win on that one with an excellent drive. He'll take took the fastest lap as well. So 26 points goes to him. Mikau came across in second, Potsy in third. An interesting race. I believe there was 3 safety cars.
Yeah, something. I think it was 3 or 4 safety. It might have been 4 in the end.
Yeah.
4 safety cars.
Yeah. So I don't think I've ever seen that before in a league race. But anyway. It's maybe we got them out of the way, and moving forward we'll have some more clean racing. Who knows?
Well, we've got Bahrain, so I wouldn't speak too soon.
Yes, Bahrain, notorious for failures. So 4 people did not finish up that race. Matt, Soda, Apollo Pepsi, Charlie, and Flyway. I think Apollo Pepsi wins the award for the most... What's the word I'm looking for?
Amazing crash you've ever seen?
Oh, amazing's not a big enough word, but we'll go with that. I can't think of the word right now, but it was magnificent. And if you haven't seen it, you can go back and check our highlights on both Twitch and YouTube. It was, and it sucks because he was going so well, and I commented on it. I said, wow, Apollo's really pulling his stride. It's fantastic. And then, whoop, upside down. So, that was upsetting. That was upsetting, but hopefully he can recover this week and really put on a good finish. That would be good. Please do that.
Well, that would be ideal, but it is Bahrain, and turn 1 is notorious for there's another word for it, DNFs. So we'll have to wait and see on that one. But no, looking forward to this. I think second, everyone's warming up and improving, trying to practice as much as they can for the season, and I'm sure we'll be seeing some good battles, considering this is one of the shorter circuits, I believe, if my memory serves me correctly. So more laps, meaning more time for battles.
Yeah, Bahrain also having very notorious straights. We've got turn 13 to turn 14, so the last straight before the main. You've got the main one as well. Then you've also got T3 to T4, and then you've also got you go from T9 down the hill to T10, and then you've got that mini DRS straight that goes from turn 10 to turn 11. So there's plenty of opportunities for draft, DRS. So it's a good battling track where drivers are going to have to be careful, rather, is tyre wear is very high here. So it's one of those things we're going to have to manage. Do you happen to have data on that?
Yes, Seb, the data man, has given me some data for... I'll start with the qualifying, and I'll give you the race stuff later. So Bahrain qualifying, if they are looking to start maybe on the hards, their best quali lap on average is about a 1:28.3, so not not the quickest. I'm sure Revo could definitely have something to say about that. But then you've got the mediums. Average is about 127.5 a lap. And this is on rich fuel, by the way. I was noted that this is not max fuel. This is just on rich so that we get similar and consistent results. And then on the softs, obviously the fastest tyre, we've got an average of a 126.4. So definitely wanting to qualify on the softs. But if you're wanting to go for a alternate strategy, could definitely qualify on the mediums. The hards probably a bit out of there, but as you can see, the quality difference from the softs, the mediums 1.1 seconds, and then the hards another 1.8, 1.9. So we'll probably see people on the softs, a couple of mediums to start putting in a banker lap, but definitely softs are the way to go.
Awesome. All right, keen to see. So we shouldn't be too far off on starting. I think we've got a couple of people that we're waiting on, but then we'll be able to kick things off and jump into qualifying. Before I forget, for those of you who are already here, thank you very much. Much appreciated. We love it when we see a huge turnout. Also, don't forget to follow to Twitter, Facebook, a YouTube channel, all of that. It all helps. And we also now have a Patreon for those who wish to help support the channel. It'd be much appreciated. Everything that you guys donate to us obviously helps us grow the channel and produce better content and bring you more stuff. So that's an option out there. And if you're already a Patreon subscriber, then geez, what can I say? Thank you very much. I did also see Johnson, thank you for the follow there, and Jacob Meister, 5 months. What was it, 5 months for 5 safety cars this race? Oof. I don't think you can even have 5 safety cars, but we'll see.
I mean, we can try.
No, please. Look, I like a safety car as much as the next person, but no. Okay, we've had enough. Let's have a good... I just want to see people battling on track. I don't want to see them
stuck behind a safety car.
Well, the problem is with safety... Okay, so with the majority of the time, a safety car, it's like, oh, okay, now the strategies are out the window. Now it's more dynamic. But the problem is, on every single restart, something happens, and I'd rather it didn't.
Then that caused another safety.
I'd rather it didn't. If it was a safety car and then we had a safe race, awesome. But it never happens. So I'm starting to get weird on safety cars. All right. So it looks like we are ready to go. So let's switch over to our main broadcast. Here we are. And we'll get this set off. So 18 minutes on the clock for our drivers to set their fastest lap around the Bahrain International Circuit and try and secure themselves optimal track position for the upcoming race. Let's have a look here.
I'm expecting a dry race, considering we're in a nice sandy desert. But could be wrong.
See about that one. I think also might be something up with the stream. Streamlabs is whinging at me something fierce.
Yeah, the res has gone down the toilet.
Yeah, looks like that. All right. I'll have to try and figure out what's causing that. So just bear with me 1 second, guys, and hopefully I'll be able to figure this out.
Well, you do that, and I'll keep you up to date with what's going on. We've got Apollo Pepsi, who's decided that he wants to be first out of the pit.
Okay, sorry about that, guys. Not sure what happened there, but hopefully it's fixed. Oh man, it's not an AFR broadcast unless something goes wrong.
Ah, yeah.
All right, let's see if we can
Jump on board with Apollo. He's going around. He's on the softs. I was nearly reading the wrong driver there. Get my words out.
All right. Everything seems pretty kosher on the stream side. We'll see what happens. So 14 minutes left in the session. Here we are with Apollo, currently doing his flying lap. I believe he is yes, he was the first one out to do so. So we'll see what type of lap he posts, and then everyone else will start to follow.
Now he's on the soft, so if the data is correct, and I know Seb doesn't get the data wrong usually, but okay, Apollo just slowed down there. Unfortunately, I think he had to get out of the way of Revo.
Alright, well, Gus Rules is currently set the fastest lap in this session. Sorry. T-Mac just
You
broke
mean
that
T-Mac?
with a 126.712. Gus Rules with a 126.732. Ali just slot in there with a 126.97. Big Al comes across with a 126.14. Shrimp comes now with a 125.5. As we see the times cascade in. So 9 drivers. So Flyboy there with a 127.4. Revo with a 127.44. Matt Dabry 127.26. His teammate there 127.09. See, Wahid is currently on an outlap, so we'll stay on with him. As oh, do I see that the driver numbers have been fixed?
I think I mentioned this last week.
Did you? Because I don't think last week they were fixed.
I mentioned them in F2, but you probably hadn't
right.
taken notice yet. Yes,
No.
they have been fixed, so you'll be using multiplayer numbers now, not the driver of the seat that you take.
Excellent. Excellent. That'll make it a lot easier for us monitoring.
You see, Band goes 6 fastest at 126.9. I was on board for his lap. Nice lap from him. Where is our mate Wahid? Here he is.
Wahid
Just comes
will
across the line.
Start his flying lap here. So all the way max speed down into turn 1. And you're hard on the brace. Shift down into second. Some people take it in first. You can see Wahid locked up there. He's trying to make it through. Then you've got turns 2 and 3. Then one of the mini straights up into turn 4. Usually you hit about 8th gear. There it is. And down, a little bit of a lock-up again there on that front right. So a lot of punishment, that tyre, throughout this lap. Here we go. Then you're going to be careful here of these apexes. They do get slippery, as you can see, Wahid trying to fight that car. So as the race goes on, you want to make sure that you stay off those, because the tyre wear does not agree. But those aren't the most dangerous curbs here on this track. There's a very notorious one that we're about to see as we hit that back straight here. So DRS zone. All the way through the gears. Probably some ERS to go with it. Hit the 50-meter board. Down into and now the front left's the one squealing in pain. As we make our way through. Then here's the curb of death on the inside. Definitely don't want to touch that. It will send you into the wall. And that'll be a race over in a flash. Now we hit the straight just before the main. Like all the way down into here. You want to keep your tyre on the outside. Almost taking out the boards while you're at it. Down into 4th. Hit that apex. Nice wide exit. And then smooth finish across the line. What are we looking at from Wahid? It looks like it's going to be a 128.7. That's a good initial lap. These guys still have around 10 minutes to set another. So we'll see a lot more improvements there. Pacey, who didn't race last week, I think. He couldn't make it. I believe Charlie substituted for him. So yep. Pacey, who is Bandcamp's teammate, he raced... If I remember correctly, he raced Season 3.
He raced, I believe, about half of Season 3.
Yeah, so we do know that he's a very fast boy. And we'll see if he can translate that into a lap here at Bahrain. Jumping on board with him. He's got a very interesting helmet design. Not the colour scheme I'd go for.
My angle.
Not the colour scheme I'd go for, but... Anyway, each to their own.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's, yep. No question. I'm not going to question it.
At least you won't be able to ignore him. You'll know exactly where he is on track every time.
Yeah.
So up through the gears, we can see a slow car at the front. T-Mac gets out of the way. Very well.
Oh, Jacob just telling us to leave Pacey alone. Yeah. Okay, fair enough there.
Yeah. Leave Pacey alone. Blistering lap.
Do you want us to come talk about you then, Jacob? We can talk about you.
GP2 engine. Alright, so Shrimp still on top of the leaderboards there in the 125.539. PRS Charlie, who is substituting with a 126.0. So he was one of the drivers that really impressed us last week, but unfortunately he binned it and didn't. No, he retired in the pit lane, I believe. He had an incident, broke his wing, and retired in the pit lane. So hopefully we'll see him
I
finish.
don't think he had a good race.
As Mikau gets the fastest lap now with a 125.113. Let's see, let's jump on. I think Ali's just started a lap here. Ali in the Haas with his brother, Big Al. Let's see. Ali currently sitting 11th, 126.9. So the majority of drivers have set a time now. Potsy and Geordie, the only two that we're waiting on. Mikau holding provisional pole. I'm sure Revo will have an answer for that soon enough.
Oh, River has an answer for everything. Oh, as I say that, Ali doesn't have an answer to be to that curb, but he keeps it.
Curb's very, very slippery here. You have to be careful because the thing about the cars here in 2020, they're much faster than the 2019 counterparts, but the amount of torque that the engines deliver, especially when ERS is being used, if you're not careful, they will spin you. It's incredible. You'll see these drivers tend to short shift up through gears on sharp corners to try and prevent that from happening. See Ali lock up that front left. Here we go, a nice smooth turn here through 13. Or 12 rather. 13 is the next one. And then down that second last straight. And then there you go, you see that front left peeking off onto the sand. There's a lot of lockups on that lap. Let's see if he'll improve. 126.9 to beat as a PB. And he improves slightly at 126.7, and that shoots him all the way up into 8th place.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll definitely be happy with that lap, but I'm sure at the same time he'll be looking to improve. So let's keep an eye on him. He's definitely one to look out for to be in the top 10.
So 7 minutes on that clock. Mikau still on top of that timing tower. Shrimp, Matt Dabry and T-Mac all on laps, but I think the one everybody wants to see the most is the guy we're spectating on right now. So Revo in that Red Bull, currently coming out on his, or finishing rather, his out lap. So we will stay on board and have a look-see what his answer to Mikau's current pole-sitting lap will be. Here he comes around that final corner. And the flying lap will start momentarily. And there we are. Let's have a look. Max speed all the way down into turn 1. 100 meter board. Down through the gears. And you can see that front right is getting absolutely punished on this track. Something that they've got to watch out for. I think you can afford to have... very, very far out onto the sand there.
I think Revo's trying to go for a big brain strat here because he's on the mediums, and I do believe that you can actually get away with a fairly good strategy of medium to hard. So it'll be interesting to see if he does take that strategy because everyone else is on the softs. So him being on the alternate strategy could give him that even bigger advantage that he's already got over the drivers anyway.
Alright, well, we will find out as he makes his way now through Sector 2. 7 in the chat. The cars are actually harder to spin. The reason why people short shift is because it is faster. However, if you do lose it, you will lose your rear tyres. Well, there you go. There's a fun fact. We're around turn 13, locking up that front right yet again. Getting a little bit squirrely out of there, but looks like he's still on a banger of a lap.
It's Revo. He'll pull out a fast lap time.
Alright, so 120 as we hit this main straight. Into the small DRX session to the back of... And there it is. Ooh. It's a 125.9. So nice. It isn't a pole-sitting lap. However, do remind yourself that he is on the mediums. So, and he still has 5 minutes on the clock. So Revo can still pull out another one. But as it stands, Mikau is the pole sitter. And I can't imagine Revo's happy to start 7th.
No, I think he might actually be on another lap at the moment, maybe.
Well, let's stay on board and find out.
He's up, so he might be on another lap, judging by the way he's driving.
Jacob Meister there. That's about right for mediums. He won't be getting pole. And Seb telling us that there's probably 4/10 in that lap. 4/10? Jesus Christ, if you can pull 4/10 out of that, that'll be closer to 3rd? Actually, that'll be around 3rd to 2nd, 3rd on mediums. Probably 2 to 3/10. Okay, that's a bit Alright, so that's around 4th, 5th.
Yeah.
Here we go, let's have a look. It looks like he is doing a fast lap, low fuel. Do we see an improvement?
Oh, he's invalidated.
Oh,
no.
He's invalidated that
he
lap,
went a
so
bit wide.
he'll have to be quick about this. I don't know if he'll be able to improve on that lap again. 3 minutes, 46 seconds on the clock by the time he comes into the pit, into the garage, and swaps it out. That'll be touch and go, so we'll have to have a look there. Yeah, that'll be interesting to see. Wow, that's a development. Okay, 3 minutes and 22 seconds on the clock. Will we see Revo set another time?
If so, it'll probably be on the softs, but I don't know if he wants to go for that. But I'm sure we'll be waiting to see. As you can see that the bottom 5 on the table at the moment are all on medium, so I believe that they've caught on to Revo's idea of the possible medium to hard strategy in the race. Just have to wait and see.
Alright, so we'll stay on board here with Matt Damry for the Alfa Romeo team. Currently sitting 4th, his teammate 1 place behind. As Flyboy gets out of the way there, not to impede the lap. We'll see if he can improve it all. So 1:25.697 for him currently. Thank you for the follow, Tana AL. Tana AL. Hopefully I said that right. We got Coach in the chat. Yeah, he'll get out. Would be more fun for us to watch him start 7th or lower. That is true. It would be. As Matt Dabry, massive lock up. Coming into that turn 8 hairpin. Jeez, these tires.
Revo's back on an out lap on the mediums. Okay, he's really going to go for it.
Jacob Meister. Mikau actually getting pole though. Well, Mikau starting on the soft. He will have the tyre advantage. When I say tyre advantage, I mean the time advantage. But we'll find out. So we'll watch Matt finish his lap and then we'll try and switch back. You can see how many people are on an out lap right now. Jeez, it's more than half the field.
Yeah.
Here we go, Matt Dabry into that last corner. Do we see an improvement? Does he jump shrimp possibly? And he comes across the line there. Oh, Jesus. Up in a second. With a 1:25.3 on the soft tyre. Not a bad lap at all. Alright. So let's keep an eye on that timing tower. But of course, this is the lap that everyone wants to know about. So Mikau still on pole position. And not to mention, on an out lap. So, depending on what he sees come up on that information screen, he might push even harder than he did the first time. Here comes Revo across the line, and his last chance at a flying lap here at Bahrain. So, we'll keep an eye on those sector times, see what the improvement looks like. Massive chats happening here. So, soft to hard, soft, medium, medium. People debating which is faster. A follow. Thank you, JXM. Much appreciated.
Revo's really pushing those limits of the track. I thought he was going to invalidate there, but...
So he's up on his time. He's up on his time by 700ths. How much more can he translate? You can see how much punishment that front right gets into these corners. So much load on the tyre. Now we're in the DRS section. And you can see he's essentially off track. Legal.
Yeah, it's looking nice and clean. Let's see what he's...
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
No.
He's called that off.
He's had it.
So no, that's... well, that's a development.
Yeah.
That's a development.
Yeah, Revo is starting from 8th at the moment. Let's see if anyone can get past him.
Alright, so Revo will start, at least as of now, in 8th position on the medium tyre. Mikau with provisional pole. A bunch of drivers still on track. We'll see them come across the line and finalise their times. We're on board with Potsy here in the Williams, currently 19th with a 127.8. But we'll see what happens. Matt Todd retired from the session with a 126.3. Ali as well with a 126.7. Lotus finalised with a 126.8, currently 14th. We can see Geordie did one as well, 126.845. He's 15th. People are starting to retire left and right. So Mikau still in first. Matt Dabry in second. Charlie still out on track. And he jumps Matt right at the last second with a 125.23. So he will start from second place on the grid. T-Mac still on track. Big Al still on track. So we can there might be a chance for some position switching here. We see T-Mac there on the back straight. Potsy is climbing up on his teammate ridiculously fast. This could even be some teamwork here. Getting a bit of a cheeky toe. Will this be enough to allow Potsy? Oh no, but he's lost it. Oh no. Oh no. That was such... I mean, he improved. He jumped from 19th to 11th. But what could have been?
Yeah.
That was a cheeky toe from the two Williams drivers. Absolute top strat, but unfortunately, Potsy couldn't hold it through that last corner.
Well.
Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm so upset. I'm so disappointed that did not pan out for Williams, because that was going to be awesome.
Yeah.
That's going to be awesome. All right. So that is qualifying done. Mikau takes the pole in this race. 125.113. PRS Charlie will start there in second with a 125.2. Matt Dabry in third. And Shrimp for Red Bull will start in fourth. T-Mac, Big Al, Red Panda, Revo, Flyboy, and Pacey round out the top 10. And then we've got the rest of the guys who will now have free tyre choice as to what they want to start. Unfortunate for Wahid there with the slowest time of the night with a 127.6. But knowing his driving ability, he'll probably be able to gain some positions through there as well.
Yeah, we just got to wait and see if strategy is the one thing that will save a lot of drivers around here.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we've just got to wait for them to load in. Then they'll parade around on their formation lap. And then we'll be able to get this underway. Bully in the chat. That would have been a massive lap if he hit that and still went 11th. Exactly. That's why I thought T-Mac's going awfully slow here. And then realised, wait a minute, they're on the same team. This is what's going on. And we have seen this type of thing before. So it's really good to see the teammates working like that. Because that's what they're there for, right? You might as well try and take any advantage that you can. So it's good to see. But unfortunately, apparently that Mercedes power a little bit too much for Potsy there. As he came around that final corner, getting a little bit sideways. But still improving his time. Didn't quite make top 10. Just under.
Yeah, we're seeing a bit of strategy talk in the chat. Yes, hard medium is definitely a viable strategy here, just the opposite to medium hard, of course. And I've heard talk of a couple of people going for the hard, but we'll see what the general consensus is. Seb saying medium hard best for top 4 of bottom half. Yeah, that's probably not a bad guess there, Seb, considering that the hards would take very long time to heat up. Could affect them in their performance in the end, but we'll just have to wait and see what everyone's on.
Alright, let's get this set up here.
Yeah.
Red Panda immediately disqualified from the qualification lap.
Interesting.
I say this every single stream, but Codemasters top tier, man. Absolute top tier.
It is just high quality games they make. Whoa.
Alfa Romeo strategy, no damage to tyres. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, well, 29 laps here at Bahrain. Mikau will lead the pack. And I mean, in a sight that nobody seems surprising, a Mercedes leading the grid. Charlie behind, that's a sight that's surprising. A Ferrari on the second slot of the grid. And we have Matt Avery and Shrimp in third and fourth there. second row. T-Mac all the way up in 5th. Big Al in 6th. There's the predicted pit stop strategy from AWS. Soft, soft, medium, or soft, medium, medium. So 2-stop strategy these guys are saying. So, interesting. F1 insights, yeah. I'm sure we'll see that another 2 times during the formation line. That's what happened to me last week. And Revo there in 8th place. So he will start on the mediums. I can only imagine he's going to absolutely fly through the grid.
I think he's gone for that good old big brain strat of medium to hard.
I mentioned earlier on, and I mean with the tyre data it did show, that the softs just get destroyed so quickly here. So it's one of those things where...
that reminds me. I'll give you the tyre data for the race soon.
But it's the soft is a fast tyre, but it just gets absolutely shredded. So I can see why Revo is just thinking, okay, I wanted to set a faster time. It didn't quite work. So let's just go medium. And I know I'll have longevity on my side. And I'll just have longer stints. So all right, we'll see how it pans out. Definitely the safest strat. Exactly. That's definitely the safest strat for him.
Yeah.
Alright, as we wait for everyone to line up on the grid. And we can get this underway. Don't think the lights are going to play nice with me, but we will see, I guess.
We'll find out.
There they are.
No.
Jeez, we've already seen it. Apparently the sector 3 yellow flag, but we'll ignore it. Here we go.
And we're away.
Now the race has started. Mikkel with a decent shot off the line. Looks like everyone got a decent shot off the line. But turn 1 might be telling. Let's have a look. Mikkel goes in. Charlie. Looks like Matt's trying to go up on the outside. Shrimp and reverse made. Gone from 8th to 5th by T1. That's fantastic. Currently battling T-Mac there. Moving down through the to the grid there. Big Al, Flyboy, Potsy, Ali. Everyone seems... Oh, I see Carbon. It's one of the AlphaTauris. I'm not sure which one of them, but one of the AlphaTauris has lost. First indicators would be it's Matzoid, but it turns out it's not. So it'd be Gus Rules that's all the way back there in 20th. He has lost the end plate.
Yeah, Gus Rules just doing a Matzoid there. Maybe that's why they've teamed up. Maybe Matzoid's passing on his end plate losing streak to his teammate Gus Rules. But Mikkel already pulling out a 1.7 second lead in about half a lap, which is, there's another word for it, that's ridiculous.
Alright, so let's have a look at these tyres. So Mikkel, Charlie, Matt and Shrimp all on the soft tyre. Revo is the only one in the top 10 with mediums. Potsy also on the medium. Matzoid, Wahid, Bandcamp and Gus Rules all starting on the hard tyre. And then the rest of the grid down there on the medium. So stints will be different. Strategies will be different. We'll see how they evolve over the rest of the race. But looks like everyone's breaking into a very comfortable stride here as Mikkel sets the fastest lap for the race at 1:30.5. Flyboy and Potsy, someone just... Looks like Flyboy's disconnected and sets the fastest lap with a 53.170.
What a lap!
What an incredible lap! Seriously, what does Mercedes have under that bonnet? And here's the other predicted pit stop strategy. A medium to hard and a soft medium. So the insights have decided that a one-stop strategy is possible. That is incredible. And the timing tower just reset as well. That's always good.
Thank you, Codemasters. We love you.
Oh, one day, chat. One day we will have a race where nothing goes wrong, I promise. It may not be today, it may not be tomorrow, it may not even be this decade, but it might happen.
Someone's around. It's Wahid's round.
Wahid, you can see him on the track map there, just coming out of turn 8. It's unfortunate for him. He started last on the grid, currently 18th, so he's only nowhere to go but up. Shrimp multi one too. Mikkel has shot away. I can't tell you by how much because the game has decided that nobody has an interval. But hopefully when they cross that line, this will all be reset. However, looking at that track map, it's oh no, okay, F1 Insights has upgraded it, so it's both soft medium or a soft medium hard. Thank you, AWS. There we go. The intervals have come back. So Mikkel has a 3.1 second gap to second place. As we see Charlie has lost one down to Matt Dabry, and Revo has passed his teammate and is currently 4th position. Go back down there. So Mikko had a really, really good start. Let's see. Let's hope he can hold that off. Oh my God! The Ferrari almost losing, well, everything there, but he managed to keep it on track. Charlie, what a lucky save there. Let's keep an eye on some of these gaps. Looks like Big Al might make an attempt here on Trip. We'll see if the Haas can keep up. There goes the DRS. It is now enabled, of course, because it is lap 3. And all of our drivers also have access to that overtake button. But ERS management is still important. You don't want to have no battery when you're getting dived on.
I think you mean DRS management.
Is that not what I said? ERS? Or did I say DRS?
I'm pretty sure you said DRS management.
It is what it is.
Fair enough.
You know, well, you can't use the DRS too much, can you? Otherwise the thing breaks and then it sticks open and then you got no turning power. So, I'm about half right.
Yeah.
There we go, across the line, lap 4. And definitely a stride happening here, but let's go back down.
Oh, Charlie went for it on Matt Dabry into turn 1. Tapped him slightly, but has to yield as he didn't go for the best move. There wasn't too much room.
Have a look at combined. Absolutely taking everyone out. He passes Ali, and then he passes Lotus. Jesus Christ. Oh, have a look, though. Lotus, I think, might just have defended that. Yep. Oh, and a little bit of a bump there from Ali. No damage, though. There's Revo and Charlie. Swap positions again. Oh, wow. That's a crazy battle that's happening here. Let's have a look. DRS to dictate. Both Charlie and Revo have it. Revo looking to take down Matt Dabry there. I guess Charlie's goal is to just keep up. Jeez, Big Al is coming up really, really fast. There's a lock up there from Charlie. So now we're going to be on the main straight. Here comes the DRS section. How does this all roll? Everyone's going to have wing. But I think Big Al's not even using overtake. He's playing it smart. Oh, he's only got half battery.
He's got half battery already.
He's got half battery, yeah.
He's gone to the outside of
pull
Shrimp
up.
Onto the inside. Oh.
So Shrimp takes up the inside. He does pass Charlie. This is not a great day for the Ferrari. And have a look. The Haas has decided to go past as well. Oh, God. You don't think that the client team would beat the works team. But anyway, Charlie now down in a 6th position. Shrimp moving up 1. So does Matt Dabry. Revo in 2nd. So Mick out with a 5.5 second lead. But I can only imagine that's going to shrink over time. Oh, Jesus! Charlie goes. Tries to stop that car. Manages to avoid everyone. As Lotus picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Jesus Christ. Massive lockup.
Yep,
Everybody
is going to look for the overtake on Charlie. Let's see. No, he plays it safe. He did have DRS.
Flyboy makes a move on Potsy there for 10th place. Everybody is so close to each other. Red Panda, be careful of that inside corner.
In before safety car.
Well, so far so good. You see Pacey there right behind, and I can only imagine Red Panda is probably going to try and make a move here on the Ferrari. Ooh, but he gets a bit sideways. That's going to cost him. So Charlie's going to hit DRS. We'll keep an eye in front and behind. Big Al trying to stay in the draft of Shrimp. And Charlie's got a little bit of a nice gap. Can he pull up the car in time? Yes, he does. I think Shrimp's going to go for the attack now. So Big Al's lost a little bit. What can Shrimp do? He looks on the inside, plays it safe. He can't rest on his laurels. That Haas is coming in hard and fast. And what's interesting is the gap between Mikau and Revo has actually increased.
Yeah, I think Mikau's trying to push as much as he can now because he knows he's got Revo behind him and that Revo's on those mediums, knowing that he's probably only going to have to do a 1-stop, and Mikau guaranteed, I think, a 2-stop if he goes medium after the softs. We'll have to wait and see.
All right, I'm just going to jump back to around about 14th as Combine makes an overtake on Lotus.
Ooh, Matt Dabry runs wide on the second entry of the second to last straight. Big Al looking for an overtake on Shrimp. And on the front straight.
Here we go. So they both have DRS. And there's the pit window open. Lap 7 and 9 for the hard 2-stop strategy. And Big Al, he's using his ERS throughout the rest of the lap.
Ooh, Matt Dabry locks up into turn 1. Still keeps the position on Shrimp though, but Shrimp's going to have DRS, and Matt Dabry didn't get the best run out of the corner.
So Shrimp's going to have the outside.
Shrimp's forced the outside.
Oh, they're touching tyres!
Oh,
Shrimp gets pushed off to the outside. Oh, he's got to watch that. And he gets a 3-second time penalty for it.
Yeah, I'm sure
that's
there'll be an appeal
interesting.
For that after the race. Oh, now he's side by side with Big Al, who's going to have the inside. Shrimp's got to give him the room. Ooh, Big Al just gets the better run, but then Shrimp's going to have the inside for this next corner. Let's see how this plays out.
They're side by side all the way into turn 10. Shrimp manages to edge it out. I didn't think
DRS now.
I didn't think turn 10 would be where you'd see 2 wide, but here we are. So Shrimp going there, taking 4th place. Big Al, we'll see if he can try and take it back. You see Red Panda closing up as well. Oh, Big Al's got to be careful. You don't want to lose a wing here.
Oh, here goes Big Al maybe. Oh, he's getting close.
Darting back and forth, but Shrimp allowed to make one defensive move and does it to perfection. Sits in the middle of the track. But this might be a bit hard. Oh, Matt almost faking a mixing up Red Panda as Big Al looks to go up on the right side. So here we are, side by side. Will Shrimp get phased out again? No. He manages to keep on track. Oh, but the tyres are touching. Oh, no love lost between these two. Still side by side. Ooh, gets a little bit
Panda now. Wow. This is... Oh, God, turn 9. That's a dangerous one to go for the overtake on. But Big Al says, I would like to have a look, please. Oh, as Panda... Oh!
Well,
Panda knocked Big Al off the track. I was just looking at that. And now he's lost out to both Pacey and T-Mac. Oh, he's not going to be happy with that. And I don't think Big Al's going to be too happy with that either.
That might be something we have to look at. But Pacey has totally profited from that move. And he jumps all the way up into 5th place. Woo! That's crazy.
That'll be he'll be paying Panda a thank you after that. Looks like it's Pacey by name, Pacey by nature.
There we go. So Big Al looking to make the overtake now as they come up into that final corner. Oh, decides to back off just a little bit. Play it safe. Jesus, non-stop battling the entire lap. You can see a ton of people coming in. So let's have a look. That's Matt Dabry, Shrimp, and T-Mac all coming into the pits.
I think they're all going to jump onto the hards now. Or the mediums, depending on how they're feeling. Yep, they're all jumping onto the hards. Yep, they're going for a 1-stop. 20-lap-old hards. It's not a bad strategy.
Oh, Big Al! Darting left and right, trying to figure out where to go. And it looks like he might just have... Yeah, might just
I think he's trying to repay Panda for that move earlier coming into turn 10.
It's good to see this hard and fast battling, but guys, ideally let's keep it between the white lines, please.
Well, I mean, you asked for good battling. You ask and you shall receive.
That's it. All right, jump a couple of positions down here. Potsy, who has made it all the way up into 6th place, so 11th in qualifying. And I guess this is what happens. You let the guys in front fight, they mess up, and you reap the rewards. Pacey certainly has, all the way up into 3rd now.
Yeah. He'll be trying to push those softs as far as he can, Pacey, and then head on to the hards and have those fresher hards on the guys behind him, which could give him that advantage that he needs to stay within the points range.
It's nice to see a Williams there, that high up on the grid, as Mikau comes into the pit, and Revo now takes the lead in this race.
Oh wow, pacey big old Panda all pitting now. I think it's the hard compound time.
Yeah, so 5 drivers in the pit lane now. Potty moves up into second, Apollo into third, Combined into fourth. A great showing here for the Racing Point team. So now from here on out, this is where the strategies evolve. Who gets paid out and who loses, time will tell. Actually go back a couple of positions here. Watch some of the fighting happening here. 9th place here. Bandcamp. His teammate absolutely profited early on. Now Bandcamp's the one up in front. Started on the hard compound, which means he can do the longest stint. The question is, will the performance hold up? As we see Lotus there fighting Mikau. So Mikau on the exit into 7th. And I can't imagine it's going to be too much effort to get past. DRS will get enabled. Lotus won't have it. Oh, he does. But that Mercedes is so much faster. Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Going to get past. Thanks, mate. There we go. That's another one down. So Mikau now in a 6th. Now we get to watch his climb to potentially back in a 1st, but he will have to fight Revo's strategy. See who comes out on top. Looking at all of these timing towers, it's very, very close. In Australia, by the time we hit lap 11, the gaps had extended. Admittedly, we did have safety cars to bring the grid back together. But here in Bahrain, we have no safety cars to speak of. But everyone's still close. This is awesome. Mikau's about to make a move on the AlphaTauri. Have a look at Apollo blocking the middle of the track. This is going to be fun.
Overtake.
So Mikau pushes all the way in. You can see him 3 wide coming into turn 2.
Wow,
Matzoid profits out of that.
Massively.
Apollo and Mikau are trading paint like nobody's business. That was interesting.
I think Apollo just wants a bit of that Mercedes paint. I mean, they're basically just pink them, so what's the point of trading it?
Yeah. That's it. Pepsi cannot be happy right now. No, he cannot, Jacob. That was, I mean, he moved out of the way. He's like, I'm going to try and get on the inside. Mikau's carrying so much speed. He's like, well, my only choice now is to go further to the right. Yeah. And 3 wide. Matzoid's the one that profited the most. He just absolutely rocketed off. As you can see, now he gets taken out by the almighty Mercedes.
Yes, I think that trading paint between Apollo and Mikau's called a brake duct high 5. That's something new we've seen.
A brake duct high 5. That's how they wink. They meet brake ducts. Yes. Wink. Yes, they're different.
Wink. Let's go.
They're different. We promise, FIA. Yes. Thank you for the follow, Zox. Oh man, the battle's that coming hard and fast. I'm sorry if I miss anything in chat. I'm just trying to keep focus on this as Mikau sees his next victim. Partner team, excuse me, sir. Thank you.
Oh, he didn't go for the brake duct high 5 there. I was looking forward to it.
So Revo comes out of the pits there and he rejoins in 8th. So Mikau is profiting right now. Here's a question. Do the hards last this long? Do they last from lap 11 to the end of the race?
Well, I'll have an educated guess and say yes. I'm pretty sure they can last. I'll have a look at the tyre data for you that I've got from Seb.
Because I know that they'll physically last, but the question is, will they hold the performance to the end?
Yeah, so...
because Revo's obviously...
Sorry? I mean... No, Seb's told me, I don't know if this is correct or not, I'm sure Seb watching can tell me that apparently the hards feel off between 0 and 20%. I don't know if that's right, but that could be something to do with them just not being warm. But the mediums are just above 60 to 65, and then softs above 40, so... Yeah, we can see how everyone's switched onto the hards. Probably a good strategy. I'm sure we'll see maybe a 2-stop, but yeah. So the hards are definitely the most consistent.
We can see Seb there in the chat letting us know. So the hards will last. It's the mediums that lose performance. And the softs more so. So that's fairly obvious. But what's interesting here is that means that Mikau has made the softs last enough where he's ahead. And the only difference is 2 laps. there's going to be 2 laps of wear difference between Mikael's hards and Revo's hards. What's crazy to see here, though, is Revo's already in 3rd. Yeah. So now it's going to be a battle of attrition between these two. And unfortunately, Potsy's caught up in that. So by the time, so Mikael's got a 4-second interval between himself and Potsy, who was in the lead. Obviously, he'll have to come to the pit, so it's not really going to be a problem. But now Mikael's got to basically pull off the drive of his life to hold Revo at bay. And what I'm hoping is that they exchange positions the rest of the race.
Well, I mean, Revo's on those fresher tyres, so I think that's definitely a viable option, but I'm sure Mikael will want that first win, but it is Revo. We've got to keep that into account, and I'm sure that he may just try and conserve his tyres. They are the hards, so probably no need, but I'm sure he'll try to conserve them as much as he can, and then push as hard as he can towards the end to try and catch Mikael and even take the win off him, while avoiding penalties, of course.
There you go. So Charlie looking for an overtake here on the Haas. Ali with a great defensive move there, but he's made his choice. He's going to have to stay relatively wide. I wonder if he's got DRS on Bandcamp. I don't think so.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, Ali's going into the pits. That's why he's backed off. That makes
yeah.
sense. So Ali into the pits, same as Apollo. See people shifting positions. Charlie 2 stopping. It's bold. Not going to work unless there's a safety car. Well, we still have just over half of the race to go. So we'll see. Will we see a safety car?
It would be nice to see all 20 drivers finish, but I'll jinx that and then someone will bin it in a minute, but we'll see.
Here comes Big Al trying to make a move on T-Mac. Doesn't quite finish it. Jacob Myers just been a super clean race. It has. I've actually... Oh, massive! Massive dive! Hits the lockup trying to stop that ass, but it pays off! Big Al now in 11th. I don't think T-Mac was ready for that.
No.
I'll just see if we can pull that up. Did we catch that? No. Okay.
I caught it, but I'm not the one streaming.
No, it doesn't look like we did catch that, unfortunately. It was too good to catch it. Yeah. This replay.
I'm going to jump up.
Alright, so Revo. So Potsy has come into the pit. So now it is a fight well and truly for that first place. Mikael with a 2-second gap so far. Let's see if he can hold that. I think we'll see some leapfrogging.
Yeah, I'm just at the moment, I'm on board with Pando. He's currently in a 3-way train with Pacey and Shrimp.
Here we go, Pacey up on the outside of Shrimp. Will he get the overtake? Oh, there's contact! Oh, and it forces Red Panda off the track. Oh, and he gets unstable as he hits the lip. Jeez, what a mess.
Wow.
So Shrimp just getting a little bit too close to Pacey, hits that rear tyre, loses stability on the front. Red Panda forced to go off track to avoid the incident. Then as he gets back on track, ends up getting messy himself.
Yeah.
Oh, something's gone wrong here with Shrimp. He's losing so much time. Red Panda trying to cut up on the inside as Shrimp late break. Now he's
outside.
Off the track there. So Red Panda takes the position. And Shrimp picks up a time penalty there. Ooh. Unfortunate.
Bit of a train going now. Big Al's just waiting. And he's going to pounce on Shrimp now on the front straight. I think, yep, he's using as much as
he can. He's forcing him out! Wow, totally squeezing him all the way to the track. Excellent defensive strategy, but I think Big Al will come out on top here.
Have to give Shrimp the room, and he does. Yeah, he's got to Shrimp's got a yield there to give Big Al the room coming through turn 2.
Jacob
Oh, but he
Buster
goes
in
for
the
it
chat.
again. Oh my, wow. Oh, Shrimp gets a nice, friendly, not the right word.
All
tap
that
from
I'm seeing
Big
here,
Al.
all that I'm seeing here is Shrimp is putting himself in some really bad situations.
Yes, he's
These
putting
guys-
himself on the line.
These guys have to understand that there are cars next to them and they have to make sure to give each other space. Look, everyone loves a good wheel tap, but it can end your race. Just be careful with that. Jacob Muster in the chat. Big Al and T-Mac should have teamed up. We could have called them Big Mac. Yep. That's top 10 disasters. That would have been an excellent team name.
Oh, yeah.
So Big Al out in front. He wins out against Shrimp there. Let's jump on board with T-Mac, who is looking to try and take Shrimp out as well. As Revo and Mick out. Keep an eye on that timing tower. 1.4 seconds the gap between those two. Now, unfortunately, due to the earlier bug... Oh, geez, Potsy's going to overtake his teammate. No problem.
Yeah, he's just like, excuse me, T-Mac, can I come past? And the answer is, yes, you can.
Oh, a little bit of a tap there on Shrimp, though. At the back. As you can see, Flyboy there in 11th. He'll be eyeing off that. Williams, no problem. Yeah, due to that earlier bug there with Flyboy, unfortunately, I don't know how we're going to solve the fastest lap issue. Because it is currently at 58.
They'll just have a look at the end in the race director. Simple
we'll
as
have
that.
to look at the race director. In terms of points, oh, geez, Potsy.
nearly lost it, yeah. So nice train forming as you see coming into turn 10.
Yeah,
About
six.
5 cars. It's Pacey back to team. No, back to Flyboy.
Yeah.
Love myself a good 7-car train.
Well, DRS is a magical thing.
It is.
Let's jump up there with Red Panda trying to chase down this Renault. So Pacey has profited massively this race by absolutely letting people fight and keeping it clean.
Yeah.
Now, all of these guys on similar wear, everyone around the 6-7 lap mark with these hard tyres. They'll take it all the way to the end. There goes the DRS. There goes the overtake button. But Red Panda has none left in the tank. He's used it in the rest of the lap, so he won't be able to bring it to the Renault just yet. There's Potsy and Shrimp battle it out here. Let's have a look behind. There we go. You can see Shrimp falling out there, and Big Al is very, very close. Big Al has made some absolute incredible moves!
Wow.
And as I say so, there he goes on the outside. Oh, will he win this? Oh, keeps it on track. Moves up into 6th. Big Al! Jesus Christ!
If he doesn't get driver of the day in game, he's my driver of the day. Holy moly. Oh, Lotus getting a penalty as usual.
Absolutely mugging people today.
Yeah.
It's just like,
I think
this is mine.
he's taking no prisoners.
This is mine. Excuse me. Let's have a look at positions gained here. So Wahid's gained 8 positions since the race start. Revo with 6. Pacey combined and Apollo with 5. And I love that Big Al, with the amount of moves he's made, neutral.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It's just like, yes, I am back where I started.
oh, Red Panda.
The track there gets a penalty for it. I don't know if he'll be particularly pleased with it, but... Oh, and someone's round. It's Matzoid.
Matzoid there. It's caused this yellow flag just between the start of Sector 3.
Oh, and also Apollo's round. Or off the track at least.
Alright, so lap 19 to 29. 10 laps left in this race, and Revo has finally reached into DRS range of this Mercedes. Now, this is going to be difficult because I'm going to have to try and keep an eye on this battle and any other battles ensuing. But this is for the lead, and it's the first time in a while that we've had a battle.
You keep there, and I'll just keep you. Oh my goodness, Panda's going side by side with Pacey. Big Al managed to get past Pacey, and now Potsy's looking for a look as well. Panda's forced wide. Oh, wow. Panda, can he get the move done out of 9? Yes, he can. Now Pacey's got to deal with Potsy. Ooh, and I think Apollo's around again. Into turn... out of turn 4, I believe. Oh, now Potsy's having a look on Pacey.
Oh, a little bit of ghosting there. Interesting.
Yeah, a bit of lag from Pacey, I believe. Nothing to worry about there.
His Potsy really wants to get past here, but he's having to pull up real quick because he doesn't want to hit the back of this car. Keep an eye on this time.
He doesn't want any damage.
Revo as well, as Charlie pulls into the pit there.
I think he might actually go into the softs, Charlie. I think he tried to push those. Yeah, he does. He pushed the mediums as far as he could. But now Potsy can't quite keep up with pace. He has a look, though. He's not going to go for the dive. It's surely not. Oh, he had a look.
You can see how big this train is. Big Al leading it. Red Panda close behind, as with Pacey, and Potsy, Shrimp, T-Mac, Flyboy all within. Look at that. That's beautiful to see. All the while, Revo maintaining that 4/10 gap right behind Mikau. I'm going to have to switch to it. I can see that Revo is starting to climb. So it's their own little race here. You can see how much difference there is between this front pack and behind. Matt Dabry is 17 seconds behind this front pack here. So Revo is definitely going to check. Now keep an eye on that ERS bar. 30%. He'll have DRS coming onto this main straight. Mikau has also been using the ERS for defense. So it's going to come down to at least DRS to catch him up. Will Revo be able to make a move? It doesn't look like it. But he is inching closer and closer. Goes out deep into turn 1 on the outside. He tries to keep this win, but he backs off and plays it safe. Great defense there from Mikau. These guys are going to leave it all on the track. And we're going to get to reap the benefits of this awesome battle all the way to the end. We'll see if Revo can actually make a pass before, or maybe that's his game plan, to try and get as close and try and just keep there and then make the attack on the final laps. Not sure. I guess we'll see it develop. Ooh, having to pull up there. Mikau very aware of his rival here. And he's having to place the car very strategically. Keep up the pace. You can see he's low on ERS. He's been using it to try and stay ahead. So Revo's going to have the built-up charge when he needs it. The Shrimp picks up a 3-second time penalty there. So he hit the DRS, and there it is. The overtake button comes on as well. Have a look at how much torque it gets given. Red Bull goes up on the outside of this corner. They're side by side into turn 1. There is a bit of a tap, but nobody has taken any damage, and Mikau will stay ahead. Oh, you love to see it. As the timing tower decides to glitch out again. And now we've got to wait for another lap. Revo keeps trying the same thing and gets his exit ruined. Yeah, I'm sure he's figured this out by now. But Mikau's not really doing anything, bad. He's defending his position as he should be, but it's awesome. Simba the boy, man's not giving up without a fight. No. Hell no. There we go, the DRS catching him up again. Now, I'm pretty sure neither of these drivers have been issued penalties at all this race. So they are
could have warnings.
They are clean. So it will be a fight to the end. Now I can only imagine. You can see how low the ERS is. So Mikau is having to use this ERS to keep up. There is no down in my mind. There it is. There's the overtake. Mikhail has no choice but to let him pass. I minced my words so bad then. So Revo will take... Yeah, Revo will take first place. He will take the lead of this race. But I can't imagine Mikhail's going to let him have it for free. And here we go, all the way down into turn 4. Mikhail tried the outside line. It's not going to work. Oh, but it might. Let's have a look. They're still side by side through the complex. Revo drops down. Oh, but Revo does win out in the end. Oh, what a battle. 6 laps to go to the end of this race. Revo is currently leading. And I know there's battles happening behind. But this is the one we want. And this is the one we have to keep an eye on. Mika now with DRS. We have a sector 1 yellow flag.
Shrimps round. Shrimps round.
So Revo's teammate has spun. It looks like it's an easy yellow flag. It's a green sector from now. So Mikhail has to try and keep the gap as low as possible. If Revo gets any hint of a lead, Mikhail's going to have a very hard time to keep it. You can see how low the ERS is. We're down to 10%. Revo's burning it as well. He's only at 20. So there's the DRS. But as it stands, without that ERS there, it's only enough to catch up. So Mikhail's going to have to think about that. So the gap is floating around that 4/5/10th mark. So hopefully Mikhail can maybe build up a little bit of charge, a little bit of extra charge, and use that overtake button in conjunction. Make a move again on Revo, but it's gonna be close to the end.
I think Mikhail's going to try and keep that error. As I say, he tries to keep it, he uses a bit of it, but he'll be waiting for that perfect moment. He just needs to use it to keep within the DRS range for the next 5 and a bit laps.
Well, he has 5 laps to go. He knows that the DRS will allow him to stay within range. So he only, really you only need one good shot. So Mikhail knows Revo's pace. Mikhail knows Revo's driving. So I guess right now we lay in wait and we see just how much. You can see that Revo there using a little bit of overtake just to try and bring power, but now he's in the position Mikhail was in. Very, very low, trying to defend. Mikhail now in the almost 30%. So Revo's going to have to try and balance it out, and it's and when you're pushing this close towards the end of the race, Revo's going to have to pull on all of his skill, all of his knowledge to keep that lead. Lap 25
Revo
and
trying
29.
to take the fastest lines. He doesn't care about the time. He's just trying to take... Yeah, he's trying to take very wide bursts into turns to try and get the fastest exit. And it's working. He's pulling out that lead. It's 8/10 now, but Mikhail will still have the DRS. I'm sure he'll be using overtake to keep within that range now. Yeah, and he does. Well, for about a brief second. And someone's run sector 2. It's Apollo.
I think.
Yeah.
So the gap has exploded there to 8/10.
Yeah.
And they're both floating around that 30% mark with the ERS. Still anyone's race here. If one of these guys gets a penalty, I'm going to be so angry.
Yeah. I've seen Mikhail go what I think's out of track limits a couple of times, so he could be nearing a warning, but then, no, my luck, so could Revo, as Mikhail goes 7 milliseconds faster than his best time. Speaking of penalties, thanks Lotus for that. Thanks for keeping us on our toes.
Look at that.
Mikhail gets really close.
You can see how much the DRS assists him into keeping the gap. The gap exploded to 8/10. It's now back down to that 4/10 mark. You can see, look, the DRS building up again. Now, this obviously means that Revo is trying to conserve ERS for that defensive move. But, we're going to see some real deep attempts as we come up to the end of this race. 3 laps to go. And Mikau is holding in the line. The gap does blow out in the middle sector, though.
Yeah, because Revo takes some very wide lines to be able to get the faster exit of the corners, and it seems to be working. If Mikau doesn't close the gap within this next lap or two, and Revo keeps those lines, I think he'll be out of... I'll get my words out. A DRS range very soon.
Mikau chipping away at his lap time, so he's going faster and faster. Both on the same level of ERS now. If at any point Revo can extend that gap to 1 second and there's a sector that Mikau does not have DRS, it's essentially done.
Yeah. Oh, Mikau late on the brakes, trying to make up all that time on Revo into turn 1, and he does. He gains about 2 tenths out of it. So he's trying everything in his power. Close that gap back down to 4 tenths now. Oh, Revo locks up too. I think the pressure could be getting to Revo a little bit, but he's keeping his lines nice and wide into sector 2, as you can see, to get the faster exit, and it works every time.
This is an incredible race. And no safety car, which is amazing. I was fully expecting one, but no. We've kept it clean enough. We don't have a safety car. We've had a couple of offs, but just standard yellow flags. Oh, Revo is really trying to push out that gap. All he needs is one. All he needs is one DRS-less attempt. And Mikau won't be able to catch up. 32 on the ERS, 24 for Revo.
Now Mikau using that ERS just a little bit in the overtake to try and just keep that gap. I think he might be plotting something here. Ooh,
oh no!
That's it.
Oh no! Mikau getting hairy on that last corner.
Overtake to keep within the 1 second, but I think Revo's very low on ERS, and so is Mikau, but Mikau using it all to try and keep within DRS range, but I think Revo might just be able to pull it out. Coming through sector 2, if he keeps the lines that he's taking with the wide burst on the entry to get the faster exit, I think Revo's got this in the bag.
That might have been the nail in the coffin. Lap 28 to 29, so Mikau will have a lap and a half to try and bring this back, but I just don't see it happening, which is a shame. So unless Revo does a similar, has a bit of a mess, or Mikau digs deep, you can see it's past the 1 second mark now as we come in. I don't think he'll qualify for DRS here.
No, he doesn't.
And he doesn't. And that's it. That's what Revo needed. And you will see that gap start to diminish. Having said that, Mikau is keeping it within the 1 second.
Yeah, he had to use overtake to keep it there, though. He's only got 8%.
So they're on similar ERS. You can see, it's desperation attempts now. Mikau is trying as hard as possible to stay within the detection zone. He will pull it off. This is his last attempt. We're going to stay on board for the last lap of this race. All Revo has to do is keep it clean, and he will take the win here at Bahrain. Mikau will try his very best to not make it easy, but with a 7/10 gap, it's gonna take everything from that Mercedes to try and make an attempt. Let's have a look. Around turn 4. Mikau keeping Revo in his sight. Taking a little bit extra. Oh, it's Matzoid! That's a big crash. That's a retirement crash. And he touched turn 12. Yep.
Yeah.
And he's off the road. Okay, so last lap of this race. Mikau 8 tenths. We're in the DRS.
This is where all the overtake will come now. Yep, he's using it all. Or some of it.
This is going to be
closing that gap though.
This is going to be absolute struggle street. All Revo has to do is maintain the ERS level, not mess up any of the corners, and he will take the win, and it's looking pretty good. I can't imagine Mikkel unless he does some crazy dive attempt, but it looks like Revo has managed to pull the win. There's around the final corner, he gets sideways, but it's not going to be enough, and Revo will come across the line and take the win here at Bahrain. What an excellent race. Mikkel, wow. I'm so sorry. And he nudges it right at the end. Look at this. Like, screw you. I had this. Yeah. But that is an excellent drive from both of those guys. We saw Revo with the masterclass, but Jesus Christ, Mikkel. Yeah. Seriously, man. What a drive. What a drive. Matt Dabry comes across in third. Big Al across the line in fourth. Wow, was that Pacey?
Yeah, Pacey's out. Just around the last corner.
What was that?
I don't know. But I'm sure Combined will be happy to take that 1 point.
Wait a second.
Oh, he takes 2. Wow.
What happened there? So
I don't know.
Last corner, and then we just see the Renault punted into the wall? Okay,
yeah.
Unfortunately we can't really rewind that back, but wow! Yeah. What was... Oh my god. Okay, a last lap surprise. Thanks, race. You're awesome. Yeah. Okay, well, so Flyboy wins the race. Thanks, Timing Tower. Congrats, Flyboy, for the W. Okay.
Yeah.
Goes from goes from a DNF. Goes from a DNF last race to absolutely slaughtering. He finished and we didn't even see it. And there he is. Driver of the day, as the game determines, Combined YouTuber. Well done to you, sir. But I think we all know who driver of the day was.
Oh, 100%.
There it is. So Revo... Oh, sorry. Flyboy with the win.
Yeah, Flyboy.
Flyboy with the win. Yes, Flyboy. You deserve this, buddy.
Let's go.
There it is. So Flyboy.
What a lap. What a best. That was the best, fastest lap I think I've ever seen.
That's how you know. That's how you know that Mercedes is totally dominant. Mercedes just comes in. Actually, no, it was me. Excuse me. I'm just going to take this.
And by having a look, it's actually Mikkel with the fastest lap too. 129.1. No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Charlie, 28.5.
Codemasters. All right, so... Okay, so Revo takes the win. Mikkel in second. Matt Dabry in third. Flyboy flexing there in first with a 53-second lap. Oh, my God. Big Al in fifth. Potsy, Red Banner, Charlie Combined and Shrimp round out the top 10. An unfortunate race for Matt Zoid with that spin. Apollo Pepsi as well. And Pacey. Whatever the hell happened at the end there. But anyway, we'll have to try and figure it out for next week. See if we can give you an update. Hopefully you've enjoyed Tier 1. That is the end. Don't go anywhere, though. Tier 2 is around the corner. So stay tuned. We'll be there with that soon. I've been Kuno Zero. This has been Hobbsy. And we'll catch you on the next one.
Feel uninvited. Left you home in West LA. I'm not excited. So uninspired. On my way to play the bay while you're alone. This girl's a wonder. She loves me, yeah. She needs to know I love her. I wonder if we'll make it through this summer. Just wanna touch like back when we were younger. Yeah. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Why don't you love me, love me, love me? Touch me, touch me, touch me no more. Love me, love me, love me. Touch me, touch me, touch me. Love me, love me, love me. again. Now just trying, oh, don't deny the fact that there's never less to you. I played the game but lost the bet. I don't wanna love again. Yeah, I don't wanna love again.
Took a swing at a wrecking ball and I prayed for my downfall, and I found a way to reconcile, 'cause in my heart it's not worthwhile. It's a bloody battlefield where some go down, others heal. In the end it's all the same. All you can do is play the game. Oh, do we say goodbye? Refuse to question why. I'm sad to say I'm sorry, so lie. Pretend that you're okay. Swear that you will stay. Keep trying for one day. I'm sick of all these lies. Don't care if I capsize. There's nothing left for me to hide. Don't wanna live.
We're not the same, we're not the same. We're not the same, we run everything. We're not the same, we're not the same. They ain't got us running through these veins. Make way for the king.
Wishing that I could run away with you. Imprisoned by fear, just pull me away, pull me away.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for waiting patiently. And now we just saw that amazing Tier 1 race. But now it's time for Tier 2. So round 2 for the Tier 2 Championship. Same track, same place, Bahrain International Circuit. And as usual, I am Kunai Zero, and Bandcamp will be my co-commentator for the Tier 2 race. He's just busy setting up that session, so hopefully it won't be too long till we can get started. Let's have a little quick recap of last week's race. So, interestingly, Tier 1 was full of safety cars, but Tier 2 decided not to be safety cars. Instead, we'll go the virtual way. So the safety car driver decided he wasn't going to come out anymore, and we had a bunch of virtual safety cars, which was interesting to see. So 3 retirements that race. Farmadingo, Scarsols, and Jacob Meister all DNFing. Simdogger taking that win with a great drive, just saying. Stars coming up in second and Smitty in third. Surplus, Nut Strikes again, Pondonar, Tanis, Combat Rat, Neil, and Ibis rounding out that top 10. So Simdogger with the 25 points. I don't know if anybody got... Yes, Pondon. Pondon had the fastest lap with that awesome last bit of racing there, and he'll get 9 points for that. Alright, so we shouldn't be too far off. I believe we've got all the drivers ready to start the race. So we've just got to wait on the final checks, and then we can get things kicked off. If you're still with us, thank you very much for tuning in. If you've just tuned in, welcome. Hopefully we can entertain you for the rest of the night. I saw that we had a bunch of follows during the break. So Laggy PC, Pars the Ball, and Galvanic Glaze, thank you very much. Much appreciated. Alright, so hopefully we have a crack of a race. If that Tier 1 race was anything to go by, I'm very, very keen to see what our Tier 2 guys can do. We might even have a full grid, which would be awesome. Not quite. Not sure on that one. We'll see. I think we have a full grid. We've just got to wait on the final count. So what do we think, guys in chat? What are your predictions? You looking at any particular drivers? We're looking for any particular things? Let me know. Let's get some thoughts happening. Milkow. Well, Milkow was tier 1, but he did well. Oh, seriously, if it wasn't for the fact that he messed up that final corner from the previous laps, man, what could have been? He did so well. It's such a good drive, man. But you know what I think what I appreciate about it the most is it didn't allow Revo to rest. You know what I mean? Like sometimes. Yes, the drivers changed in tier 2, so we have a tier 1 and a tier 2. Yeah, so we've got a whole different. I wonder if I've still got. I might still have. I do. Let's have a look here. Let's see. Those are our tier 2 drivers. First time watching, no worries. Alright, well, I'll put this up there since we're still waiting on some of the guys. So that's our tier 2 drivers there if you want to get into knowledge with them. Thank you for following as well. That's awesome. So yeah, Mika, if it wasn't for the fact that with that little mess up, I reckon Mika would have really had a chance near the end. I'm a Merc fan. Well, I appreciate it, but I don't know if many people share your sentiment. But they are. Look, Mercedes is such a dominant team. It's kind of hard not to like them, right? And Bottas. I like Hamilton too, but not as much. Bottas is number 1 for me. Sorry, Galvanic Glaze Skins. Yeah, Skins is always a really, really well-performing driver. So hopefully we'll see a good result from him. Where did he end up last time? Pretty sure he finished in the top. No, he had oh, that's right. He had a couple of offs. Yeah, he was down in 17th. His teammate Combat ended up finishing 8th. How long until Pondon crashes this time? You can't say things like that. But I don't. I think. So I know it was him and who else? Someone else crashed in qualifying. I can't remember now. But I think Pondon sort of screwed his head on and been like, "Oh, I can't do that again." So I think we'll see. I think we'll see an awesome performance from him. He did really, really well at the end of that first race. Had a bit of a weird bit in the start, and then pitted, came out, and then was absolutely punching it on those softs. So hopefully we'll get a better result from him this time around. But I think everyone's going to keep their eyes on Simdogger. Comes off a win, looking to pick a strong start here in Season 5, so we'll see. It's their first season, both of them as well, so really, really interesting to watch. Hope Bottas wins today. Let's see. So they're at Spain. It'd be cool. It'd be cool to watch. Seb, you pick a lap time in quali, and I'll say whether it'll happen before or after. Bets in the chat. I love it. Who is dominant in tier 2? Well, there's a lot of new people here. So Simdogger did a really, really good result there in the first race. Stars is also very performance based. He's always up there. Smitty as well did a great drive, but it's still hard to see who's really dominant. It's still anyone in a Red Bull or an AlphaTauri. Smitty's in the AlphaTauri, and no, Red Bull is not, and you also know they're not there. I think I heard a band. Yes.
Everybody.
There we are. There he is. Welcome, sir. All right, let's switch over to our broadcast. Okay. So
let's get this show on the road.
Exactly. 18 minutes on the clock. There we go. So let's get this set up and ready as we wait for our drivers to... Let's see who comes out of the pit. It's so funny to watch the difference between Tier 2 and Tier 1. Because Tier 1, everyone's like, straight out. And in Tier 2, people wait. So great. So great.
So we have a couple of reserves in tonight. We have Decelerate.
Yep.
And who else do we have? We have Fever's in, filling in. So, and Hobbsy should be joining us during qualifying.
Okay, cool. No worries. So that means we have... That means we have a full grid.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Full grid. Brilliant. Okay. So, we'll... 16 minutes, 35 seconds left on that clock. Nobody's out yet. Oh, no. I take that back. Looks like one of the... I think that's Simdogger? That's... Yeah. There he is there on his out lap, so we'll stay on with him. Finishes that, and then we'll watch that first flying lap. So Simdogger, of course, the winner of our previous race, round 1 in Albert Park. So he'll be looking for a strong showing here to try and keep up that performance, but I can't imagine Stars or Smitty will let him have it easy.
No, I think it's going to be a very interesting race. I think it's going to be a bit of a mixed bag. No safety cars in the Tier 1 race, so it's all on Tier 2 to provide.
Actually, I have a question. Okay, so what happened to Pacey?
He just ran out of talent on the last corner. No. Hey, that's a Mark Webber quote. All right. That's Mark Webber's words, not mine. No, he just got on the curb and it just unsettled the car. And so unfortunate there for Tier 1 Renault, but it is what it is.
That was an interesting... It was so weird. So we were watching that amazing battle right up the front there between Revo and Mikau. The race ends, we're sort of trying to reflect on that, and then we're jumping back through as everyone's finishing off, and then all of a sudden I just see this banana of a car go, whoa, bang, into the wall. I'm like, what is going on? What? And yeah, I have no idea, but that is so unfortunate.
Yeah, I saw Pacey retired, and I looked up, and I just saw the dot, and I was like, oh no.
All right. That's enough about Tier 1, though. It's about Tier 2 here. So 14 minutes and 40 seconds left on that clock. And we have Simdogger, the first car on track, on a flying lap. Like I said, he was the winner of the previous round, so we're expecting a nice showing from him as he moves his way through Sector 1. So Bahrain, a very fast track, hell for those tyres. So we saw that the hard compound was the strong suit. We saw... people starting on softs, moving on to hards. Others starting on the mediums in Tier 1 and moving on to hards. So it'll be interesting to see strategy-wise how everyone develops from this.
Yeah, there's definitely a few different options available. And this is one of the few tracks throughout the season where you can have different strategies. So, it's always going to be very interesting.
So here we are through Sector 2. You want to stay off that inside curb there. Turn 12, very danger. So move through here. Okay, so down the back straight. Second last straight, I should say. Nice and wide into that apex. And then up through the gears for the final run onto that finish line. And what are we looking? Will it be in the 25s? Ooh, just over a 126.021 from the Williams Racing. Trins comes across. Trin 22 comes across with a 128.2. Comes CK80 as well. Actually, he's in the middle there. Bully 128.8. Decelerate 126.83. Up in a second. Fever as well 127.0.
Yes, some decent lap times coming in.
Yes, indeed. Not bad from the two reserves. Saxa there. All Skins now, 5th, 127.1. Stars with a 126.128. Very, very close there. Psycho, his teammate, 127.23 into 6th place. Saxa, 128.5.
I think Pondon might be one to watch this weekend because he got a great result at Melbourne and he crashed out in qualifying. So it'll be interesting to get a gauge on his real pace if he can get a qualifying lap
Yeah,
in.
we were talking about that before. Someone said, I believe it was, how many laps until Pondon crashes out? And I was like, oh, hey now. Let's slow up there. So CK80 comes across with a 129.196. And we still have 6 drivers left to set a time. We'll jump on board with Nut in the Red Bull on his outlap. We'll wait on there. I can see, what was it? Looks like Potsy there. My thinking for Pondon crashing is the turn 6 exit. What is it? I love how that's the thing now. It's just like, when will Pondon crash? He has one bad race. One. Give the man a break. But judging by that end performance that he did after the pit, I reckon he's on for a strong show here.
Yeah.
So Nut and Yule on outlaps. Looks like Smitty and Combat on their flying. Simdogger is still on provisional pole with 11 minutes and 20 seconds left on this session. You can see Nut there, left and right, just making sure that the linkages work correctly. If he breaks a linkage on the formation lap, there will be no one to help him. At least not in the game. Can you damage out in a formation lap?
No.
No, you can't. Okay.
It just resets you to
the grid. Yeah. But thank you for the follow, the real host man. Much appreciated. There we are. So on board with Nut as he starts his flying lap up towards turn 4. Oh man, we see so much punishment to that front right. Every single person that we spectated in Tier 1 locked up that front right. Like almost everywhere on the track. It's insane.
Yeah, controlling the lockups around here is quite difficult. Can be done. But yeah, it just means that they're pushing.
And that's what you want to see. You want to see stuff like that. But obviously when it comes to the race, you have to be careful of those tyre wears. There's Nut now. He comes out to the end of Sector 2. It's looking like a pretty decent lap. Starting on the mediums there. Oof. A little bit too far in on that apex, but anyway, still valid. Let's see, will he do the standard driver thing? Does he extend? No, actually, he keeps it fairly clean. Everyone... Okay, I take that back.
Yeah, so I was going to say, I didn't do that.
Yeah, so everyone usually goes really, really, really far out wide and then takes like the little apex. Apparently, Nut forgot that bit, but 9th place, 127.65. Not bad.
I don't know, it just feels a little bit off to me when I do it. Like, I don't know, just... Yeah. Stay within the lines.
You should definitely do that, but at the same time, like,
yeah, it's
F1,
free time. I know.
F1 is about maximizing your advantage, okay? And if they're going to let you do that, they're going to let you do that. And we've seen in real life F1, which by the way, Spanish Grand Prix tonight. Don't miss it. We see that in real F1, they've been more and more strict on the track extensions. We see where, and I forget the safety car driver's name, but we see, as you can see here, Smitty, very far out wide. Oh, but absolutely messes it. Ooh, wait a minute. What's going on here? A little bit of lag there.
He's jumping around a little bit.
That's okay. We'll stay on board. So, yeah, you can see they get the safety car driver to go out there and show the drivers exactly what's okay and what's not. And they've been cracking down on that to try and keep it. Brundle says it all the time, you know, it's stay on the black stuff.
Yep.
So, have to keep an eye out on that. So, Smitty now on his flying lap. One of 3 drivers yet to set a time. Simdogger still on provisional pole with 8 minutes left in the session. Stars is on an outlap. Simdogger's on a flying, so we'll see if he can improve at all. Keep an eye on that time. And Smitty's disconnected.
That's unfortunate.
Yep. And Combat Rat comes across the line there with a 129.392. That's a
Jacob Master retiring.
Wow, okay. Jacob Master retired there. 126.3.
I think he's crashed it. He hasn't actually retired.
Well, let's see.
He has. He's lost it. Pondon's just gone past him. I think the other Renault's about to go past now.
Yep. There, you can see it crashed there on the And there it is. There's the AlphaTauri. Spun around. Oh, Jacob.
Can we get an F for Jacob in chat?
My God. Okay, let's jump on with Stars.
Couple of Fs coming through.
Revo with the fancy F. EFF. Alright. So Stars currently second. Qualification 126.12. He'll be looking to improve that. Simdogger does improve 125.79, so he's underneath that 26 now.
It's the first man in Tier 2 to break that 25 barrier. Break into the 25s, I should say.
Stars trying to get a toe off combat, and it works! A 125.73, so Stars will take provisional pole now. And I can't imagine Simdog is too happy, but...
That is very close between the top two.
Yes, it is. So Smitty is in the pit at the moment. I don't know if he's rejoined, but God, I hope he does. Because there's only 6 minutes left in this session, and him and Hobbsy are yet to set a time. But well done to Stars. I'm sure Simdog will be out again. Let's have a look here. Let's jump on board with CK80, currently on his outlap. 18th with a 129.1. He'll be looking to improve. You can see he's equipped the soft tyre, so he is definitely going for a faster lap. Flyboy in the chat, let's go Mercedes. Congratulations on your win, by the way. A great showing.
First win.
Fastest lap as well. 58 seconds. I knew the Mercedes was fast, but Jesus Christ. At least we all know who Hamilton is in Tier 1. Toto equipping Flyboy with a warp drive. For those of you who didn't watch Tier 1, go watch Tier 1 and you'll get what we're talking about.
And Racing Point will just copy it.
Yeah, Season 6 confirmed. Racing Point will have a warp drive. So Hobbsy said possibly one of the funniest things I've ever heard. He's like...
Newell's crashed out at the tight corner. I don't know what it's called. Smitty's about
Turn 10?
Yeah.
Is that him? But he hasn't stopped.
Oh no. Oh, he's just retired. Oh, sorry, my bad. Because I just looked at the track map and the dot would stop. And...
No, that's... So, CK80 on his flying lap. We'll stay on board, see what he can do. Can he improve there from 18th? Yeah, Hobbsy, one of the racing points... So, Mikau was trying to get past the traffic as he's coming out of the pits. And he's clashing a little bit with one of the racing points. And Hobbsy just goes, oh, they're just giving each other a cheeky brake duct high five. And I was like, God damn it. Like, that is such a stupid comment. But I love it. Alright, so CK80 making his way through Sector 2 at the moment. 3 minutes 45 on that clock. Stars still on provisional pole. And both him and Simdog are still in the pit. Smitty is out on track, though.
He is. He's just started his flying lap.
Switch over to him once we finish here with CK80. So up through the gears. Let's use the apex there. It's definitely going to be an improvement, but by how much? Where do we see him go? And CK80 shoots up to 16th, so it is an improvement, not a crazy one, but an improvement nonetheless. 128.020. And we'll jump on board with Smitty. The only driver not to set a time. Had a little bit of a disconnect. Let's see if he can...
It's been a pretty clean lap so far, so could be on for a good time here.
Whoa. Attempting to curve. Game reckons he's got the fastest Sector 2.
I think that's a bug. We will see. We will see.
Oh, FIBA! 125.657. So the substitute comes in on top. Smitty Does he have an answer? Unfortunately, jumps up to fourth place there. 1:26.1. 2 minutes 15 left on that clock. What a lap. 1:25.6.
I think we actually have a little bit more time due to the
yeah, that's
fees.
right. We would.
So it's about a minute. So there's about 3 minutes left.
Oh, we can see decelerate off the track there. Is he just getting out of someone's way? I think he might. Oh, the poor P0 sign. What did it do to you? Well, it's gone. Jacob and Newell out. Well, Jacob is retired and so is Newell, so yes.
Yeah,
Looks
Jacob
like they
crashed
are.
out and Newell made the call. I don't know what happened with Hobbsy, but...
Oh, there's Smitty into the wall there. He's, Oh, and there's his front wing.
And then...
And he's retired.
And that's it.
I'm just gonna see if this works. Does my replay system work yet? No, it doesn't. Not sure why. Damn it, I wish that thing was bug-free.
Tell me about it. I've had one successful replay.
I don't know why. I mean, it's recording, but it's just not displaying the video for whatever reason, so that's really annoying. But anyway. Okay, so we're on with Simdogger. Currently on his outlap. There's about a minute and change left in the session. FIBA with provisional pole with a rocket 1:25.6. Stars and Simdogger both on outlaps, so they'll be looking to improve on that time. Can't imagine they're going to be too happy a reserve driver takes the top spot. Let's jump on board here.
He wants a seat, maybe?
Yep. There you go. Good showing. Let's see. Does Simdogger have an answer? It'll be his last attempt to do so. Let's find out. We'll keep an eye on that sector board. Hard on the brakes. 100 meter board. Ooh, no lockup. That's very good use there on the brakes. Nice exit into the DRS. Keep an eye on that sector 1. Just in the middle of turn, just before turn 5. That's where sector 1 ends, and we'll have a look at how much time. 0.02 of a second. Let's see how that evolves throughout the rest of the lap. Oh, you see that front right taking all the punishment. I wonder if Simdogger might get a cheeky toe from Bully here. Star's got one in combat, so
It's just getting a bit of payback.
this would be hilarious. Usually it's your teammates that do this, but anyway, let's have a look. Simdogger around that final corner, nice and smooth. Bully is in prime position for that draft. Does he come across with an answer to first place? Yes, he does! A 1:25.526. And that will give him provisional pole, but Stars is still out on track. And he is going faster than his previous time. So FIBA will no longer be able to contest. Currently second. Now does Stars jump him? Or does he jump both of them and get that pole? Oh, he's backed off.
He's backed off, yeah.
Oh, and he's retired from the session. So that gives us our answer. Simdogger.
Circle's still on the lap. And I think Nut as well.
So Simdogger showing up once again and taking pole, provisional pole. Now we still have a couple drivers on track. Surplus is about to finish. Oof. He jumps up to 5th. That was good. He jumps up all the way to 5th. 1:26.3. Great drive there from the Ferrari. And I think there's only one other car on track.
Yeah, that's not. Now, I don't know if the timing's bugged, but it's saying this is already up to 1:30, so not too sure.
No, he's not on a flying lap at all. He's chilling and giving the track extension a go, apparently. Yeah, no, that's 151. Well, out of spec for the Red Bull, I'll be honest. There we go, into the pits.
Must be in Albon's car.
Ooh, spicy,
controversy.
Spicy comment. GP2 engine. Honda GP2 engine. Alright, well that's qualifying done. So Simdogger pulling out all the stops. 125.5. Well done to you, sir. Fever will take that second place on the grid. 125.6. Stars, unfortunately, something happened to him. He decided to back off with that last flying lap, and he will start third. And Smitty, disconnection issues, but he starts on the second row of the grid. Fourth place, Surplus, Decelerate, Jacob Meister, Trin 22, Saxa, and Pondon round out the top 10. Pondon actually setting a time, so this is a good sign of things to come in the race. And nobody had a DNF. Everyone has set a time, so that's good. That's good. That's good to see.
It is.
Oh, we got 2 follows. Thank you. It's Robs and MWZ Plays. Thank you so much. How many people we got in here? 50? Jesus. Thanks, everyone. Obviously, everyone's bored. They're like, we're waiting for the Spanish GP. Shut up.
Oh, yeah. I think that's going to be interesting. I wonder if it's raining. I know rain
if
is forecast.
What if it rains? What if it rains? Let's go. The rain in Spain falls mainly anywhere else but the racetrack. So just fall on the racetrack. That would be great. Thank you for the follow, Arturio. Oh, we're getting follows left and right. Jesus Christ. Thank you, people. Whew. Okay.
Catalonia.
Circuito Catalunya. It's a good track. You know, I think the problem is, though, because it's also the testing track, there's no surprise anymore. Because the cars go there, do the testing, and then they have all the data, so they don't have to do anything. They just show up to the race.
I think also what they should do is they should ditch that last chicane. Just have that that sweeping right-hander, and that's it.
They should just not test there. Go test at Jerez. Test on a track that isn't in the rotation, and then that way you have to find data every time.
Go down to test at Calder Park.
God. All right. I mean, I feel like Calder Park isn't equipped for an F1 session.
No. It's fairly able.
While they're at it, why don't they just test on the Nordschleife? They only have to do 1 lap each. Just get all the testing data you need. You're just saying that, band, because we raced the historic layout in ILMS.
Well, maybe, but it was enjoyable. It was good.
All right, so the session will start momentarily, and these guys will go out for their formation lap, and then we'll be able to get this race underway. So Bahrain has treated us well so far tonight. Hopefully we get another banger of a race. Hopefully we'll see Pondon challenging for more positions at the front, and Simdogger having a good old fight with those up there. All right, so there we go. Formation lap underway. You see Simdogger leading the grid. Did anybody get disconnected? No. So in Tier 1, as soon as the formation lap started, it was just like Red Panda has been disqualified. Immediately. I was like, what?
Yeah, there was I heard him say there was some kind of issue with his throttle, but I'm not entirely sure. So outside the top 10, interesting to see Skins and Combat teammates starting on the hard. The only drivers to do so. Everyone else outside the top 10 is starting on the medium tyre.
So they're probably looking for a faster stint towards the end. I'm sure F1 AWS will race us with their insights.
I've already had mine. I don't know if you've had...
If I have had mine, I didn't see it.
Yeah.
But usually it comes up 3 times. The insights changed each time. So the first time it was the best. So the first time it was 2 stop both times, and then it was 1 stop, 2 stop, and then the one after that was 2 stop, but it was like soft, hard, something else. Like, what is going on? Oh my god! I love that the insights in the game are as broken as they are in real life. That's the best bit.
Well,
here we go.
They were pretty close that one time.
Predicted pit stop strategy. So 2 stop, soft, medium, medium, or 2 stop, soft, medium, hard. Let's keep an eye on that and see if it changes at all. But you're right, it was pretty accurate when Hamilton and Bottas and everyone had their tyres explode. I was fully expecting that to happen again at the 70th Grand Prix, and it didn't. But what the 70th Grand Prix did show us is bring softer tyres to every single event. I love it that when it's a hot day and people dress up in old clothing, Mercedes can't do good. that's the weirdest thing. Anyway.
Well, starting to line up on the grid now. First front row is in place.
Arturio there in the chat that McLaren's both starting on hards. Yep, they'll be looking for that faster late stint. We'll see if it works for them. I'm not sure. Are we still waiting on? Oh no, looks like everyone's good. It's just the game's trying to catch up. There we go. So here are the red lights, but unfortunately, doesn't mean anything. And we'll wait. And there it is. Everyone is off. Simdog with a great start, and Saxa as well, getting straight past Jacob. And here we go as they move into turn 1. Simdogger with a nice... Oh, stars on the outside, Fever.
Oh, there's chaos in turn 1.
CK80 with a 10-second time penalty for corner cutting. Ooh.
Yeah, he's gone way off. There was a big pile-up right on the apex of turn 1 in the midfield.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's going to be hard to keep. And the predicted pit stop strategy. There we go. So it's a 2-stop. Soft, medium medium now. As Decelerate goes wide off track. Man, I struggle to keep atop of that. But, okay. Let's jump on board in the middle.
I'm expecting a few drivers to come in at the end of this lap and replace some wings, potentially. I saw a lot of carbon fibre coming off.
Well, we'll see. Here we go. So Jacob Master trying to go up on the outside. Psycho has to take the short route through the apex. He stays in front. Oh, this is a mess. Have a look at CK80. He is all over the place at the back. Jacob Meister trying to get past this Mercedes. Psycho's not making it easy. Jacob Meister needs to maximize the performance out of these softs before they die. And he gets it done. There goes the Mercedes now. Good position there, but he is on the inside of the circuit. He's going to have to be careful here. Stay ahead. Oh, Psycho's not letting him have it easy. Yeah, wow, look at that. Psycho back out in front. Massive battles happening here. Have a look at Combat. Combat's like, yeah, well, you guys fight, excuse me. Comes up on the inside. That doesn't go for it. Dive bomb. You can see the AlphaTauri side by side through him as they go through turn 2. But I think the McLaren might just have the legs. Whoa! No, it's a good fight now. He gets ahead, and CK80 gets 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Jesus Christ, this is not his day.
Pondon also in the pits.
So he had to get that. He had damage there on that wing. And that's unfortunate. He was looking for a really good shot at this race, and now he's had to come in early. Immediate switch onto the hard tyre, and he'll be looking for the and maximise this stint to make up for that lost time. Sector 2 yellow flag. I think someone just went off a little bit. Green flags all around now. Nothing too crazy. Jesus, look how fast Jacob Meister. Oh, but he doesn't quite make it into the corner, and it's out.
He's going to have to be careful on the rejoin. He's having to let everybody through.
So he tried to go up alongside Psycho, but he ended up touching that rear tyre and spinning out on the circuit, and he's now rejoined down in 18th position. That is so rough.
Man, there is an intense train in this midfield at the moment.
Yeah, there is. DRS has been enabled now, lap 3. We jump on board with Booley, who is currently 10th position. Last of the points here. He's trying to chase down Combat. Combat's looking for a move up on Psycho. Will it happen, though? Not sure. So Stars leading this race. Simdogger with an 10th gap behind. Fever 1.3. Smitty there within the 1 second. Oh, man. Combat Rat is attacking. Dr. Marcos left a voicemail. Oh, gosh. I know, so keeping an eye on these times. Let's just jump back a couple. We've got a Sector 2 yellow flag yet again, and it's one of the AlphaTauris. And that's Jacob Meister. God, it is not his race.
It's been a rough start for a couple so far.
Yes, it has. So on board with Keeper. He's trying to chase down Nut in the Red Bull. So from Psycho down to Hobbsy. Everyone's within that 1 second mark. Ooh, have a look at Skins. He is closing up on this Ferrari. Oh, what is that?
Oh, no!
Not a spun! Oh, we saw a glimpse of that from Keeper. Couldn't quite hold on, so Nut drops down all the way to 17th. Jeez, this is not a good session for the Red Bull guys. Or their sister team, for that matter.
Helmet's going to be very busy.
Only so many drivers they can
all
switch.
over the back of Keeper.
We can see that from Hobbsy's point of view. He makes the overtake. Keeper gives him a little bit of a bump. Oh no, Hobbsy! Keep it! Oh no, the recharge! Ah! Yeah, he keeps it up track. Oh my god. Nobody's managing to keep the traction down.
It is quite difficult, these cars, especially when you're coming out of the corner.
So Skins with an absolutely profitable move. Keeper did manage to get past, though, while we were on board with Hobbsy. Accidentally mimicking his Tokyo Drift. There we go. So Skins will go up on the outside. Keeper will have absolutely no choice but to let him past. Decelerate. Manages to bring up as well, but Keeper tries to keep on the inside. Skins says, know your place. I can only imagine the Keeper's going to try and do a pretty intense move. Oh, God, he might even do it now. Here we go, up on the inside. Oh, you can see him trying to keep that. Didn't quite work for him. Skins takes it, but Keeper will have DRS now. No, he doesn't.
No, he does.
No. Oh, for me, his wing is not open.
Oh, it was open for me.
I love this game so much. All right.
I think he's given Skins a little bit of a love tap there.
There it is. Okay,
got
so
any damage?
decelerate, drops back quite a lot, actually. There we go. Now the DRS is coming. Oh, this game. I love it. Bugs and everything. So Skin stays ahead. Keeper trying to maintain the gap. He'll probably make an attack. Past
Should
turn
mention
10.
the battle at the front has condensed.
Actually, let's keep an eye on that because Feber has managed to catch up to Simdogger now, and it's within 1 second for all of these guys, first, second, and third. Thank you for the follow, Trigger Happy. Much obliged. As Zudix retires from the session. Just past turn 8 there. And there's a virtual safety car. So
Again.
Yeah, Jesus, tier 2 and this love affair with... So a virtual safety car is called. Zudix retiring on that inside wall. I think if I can jump on with Pondon, I might be able to see... There he is there in the wall. That's unfortunate. But this might allow... Oh no, it's a virtual safety car. Sorry. No, it won't allow him to catch up.
It doesn't really change too much.
It doesn't change at all, that's right. What's interesting
the soft runners might be able to come in, but I don't know how long the softs really last.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Nader. Jesus Christ, we're getting follows left and right. Zudix in the chat, this game is a joke. Let us know what happened, man. As the race restarts, DRS is now re-enabled. Thank you, Kojo Meister, for the follow.
Might want to keep an eye on Smitty as well, because I got the feeling he might be starting to close in on that lead pack.
Well, Smitty's currently on a 2-second gap, so we'll keep an eye on that time until Bully made a move on Psycho. And he was in the lead, but then he couldn't quite hold the car, and Psycho got straight past. Codemasters, seriously, I know nobody's watching from you guys, but give me control of the cameras, because this, and it goes away as I say it, but the helicopter cam is amazing. I need to be able to have that on all the time. You see everything so good. You don't get a lot of engine noise, so obviously you've got to switch back and forth. But it's so good to watch the race with.
Just some numbers here. Combat up 7 places and Decelerate down 7. Biggest loser so far is Jacob Meister, down 11 places into 18th.
He's definitely the biggest loser. My God, he got hit so hard this race. Flyboy subscribing at Tier 1 champion. Look at this guy. It doesn't stop with him. He takes the win, sets the world's fastest lap on any track ever, and subscribes. Oh, role model. Absolute role model. Okay, so Keeper. Oh, Decelerate might actually catch this Ferrari here. It's always so funny when I see a works team catch up to a normal team. It's the funniest thing ever. And it's so... Ferrari... How bad could this go for Ferrari this year? It's the... So they... Oh, Keeper. Oh, man, he almost binned it there. And Decelerate's going to take the advantage here. Let's have a look.
There's a Red Bull having a look as well.
Oh, Newellbot. Maybe taking... probably taking notes from Newellbot, seeing if he can apply them in his own races. Oh, side by side coming into the complex here. Newell also. And Hobbsy's about to catch up as well. Newell tries to go up on the inside, and it looks like he'll make it work. Oh, he's brave.
Oh, this is going to be tight.
Here we go. Hobbsy's profiting from this as well. A bit of a bump there from the Williams. The Red Bull takes it as well. Jump on board with Hobbsy. Nut comes into the play now. You can see the DRS, you can see the overtake buttons. These guys have to remember, when you use that overtake button, you're going faster, which means your brake marker gets altered. Sometimes they just think, yeah, I'll just brake in the same spot. Not going to happen. Especially if the car in front of you decides to brake earlier.
Decelerate running out of ERS, only 6% battery.
Trying too hard to try and keep up with Keep. God damn it! What a bad name. Trying to stay there with Keeper. You can see that as Newell looks to make the move. Will he finish it up in tier 1? Oh, that's a move! So dangerous!
And the Williams as well goes down the inside.
Oh, okay. So stewards might have to have a talk there. Decelerate. He moved over and hit. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so Decelerate moves over, hits Newell. Luckily, no damage. Newell did have to shortcut over the apex there. Oh, they're still side by side.
Keeper doing a really good job of keeping everyone behind.
It is such an unfortunate name, damn it. You can't...
It's so good.
You can't... You can't... Potsy in the chat trying to keep her up as he's... God damn it. God damn it. Oh, that's a massive hit! Hobbsy loses the front wing! And a Renault loses one as well. Oh, he's lost the whole thing! Is that Saxa? It is! Saxa's lost his entire front wing and has absolutely no downforce in the front of that car now.
It's triggered a virtual safety car.
Oh, gee, tier 2. Just delivers. Alright, so Hobbsy's lost an end plate. Saxa's lost the whole front. That's going to compress. Simdogger's out in front now. Simdogger, Fever Stars, and Smitty, and Trin22 all pulling into the pits. I mean, you might as well. It's a VSC. Jesus, what is... Oh my god, did someone just lose it again? Thought I saw Carbon fly there. Okay, so the VSC has been called off, and everybody screams past. Let's jump on board with the guys at the front. Here we go. So Combat Rat now leads this race, and Stars is off the track. Oh, that's a massive hit. What happened? Oh, one of the Alphas is out. I think that's Fever.
He's not out. He's still going, but he lost. He's losing a lot of places.
I can't keep up. I can't keep up. So
it's
Stars
happening all over the joint.
Stars went out. Stars goes out wide, and then Fever ends up like just swerving all over the track. Lucky not to get a DNF there.
Meanwhile, Combat leading the race hasn't stopped on hards with Simdogger right behind him. Just stopped onto fresh hards.
Might be big brain. So Stars goes past his teammate. Psycho apparently knows what the pecking order is. And he goes past Simdogger now trying to catch up to Combat. Oh my god. Now Gus rules. I can't keep her up with all the action. That's it. We've lost it. There goes the neighborhood. That's for now until eternity. That's the pun. Never gonna live it down. The VSC helped him. He did indeed. Combat in the lead. What an absolute chat. Combat for WDC. Well, he might Max Verstappen big brain this whole thing, but Simdogger is screaming past. Down on this main straight as Combat shifts right back behind. So Simdogger back in the lead. And I have to say, the McLaren team, it's paying dividends so far.
Feber's made the move on keeper.
Oh,
Feber and
Smitty.
Keeper.
Oh, Smitty. Have a look at that. Bully's trying to get past Skins, and Smitty's like, excuse me, there's a podium place with a name on it. If you guys could all just move out of the way, that'd be great. Smitty tries to go up on the inside, and it looks like he might actually get it to work. Skins has nowhere to go. He stays on that side of the track. Oh, they're still side by side. Smitty's going to try and keep the outside. Skins goes a little bit deeper, but he probably won't be able to hit the brakes in time. And he does it. Now Bully comes across. Oh, Skins tried to keep the position, end up losing 2 of them.
And they've got a train of cars closing in on them.
Here we go, lap 10 at 29. 19 laps left in this race. Combat still maintaining second place. Stars is closing in though. Only 2 tenths. Wolfskin's going a little bit wide there. Let's actually jump on board with Stars around that final corner. So DRS will help him. Combat won't have it. And he's got plenty of ERS, so I can't imagine this is going to be too hard for the Mercedes. Here we go. DRS, ERS, and a toe. He'll stay on the outside. See, Combat does this really, really well. He positions himself on the inside to see if he can carry the shorter line, but Stars carry much more speed into that corner and exited perfectly. So he gets past Combat, no problems, and now he'll be trying to chase down the Williams there in first. Combat holding a 3-second gap now between himself and Psycho. We'll see how long he can keep that. Feber making a move on Bully.
Yeah, and Skins just got past Bully as well.
Here we go, helicopter cam. We can see Newell chasing on Bully, who's chasing up to Feber, who's chasing up to Skins. Thank you for the follow, it's Lapsy. Much appreciated. I need more control over that camera. That camera's so beautiful. Look at this. You can see everything.
Oh, we have a McLaren out of shape of Skins. Oh dear. And
So-
he's going to be on the back foot here. He's going to be vulnerable to the Haas behind.
So Feber managed to make that work. Bully's now going to have an attack vector here on Skins. Skins has to be very, very careful. Oh, it's Newell. Couldn't quite turn the car there. Oh, Bully! He goes out! That's him spun. And it's into the wall. That did not pay off at all for him. He didn't even touch the curb. He actually just lost it in the middle of the corner.
He's got overtake on, so I wonder if he left that on.
I see. He would have. He would have left that on, not expected the power boost, and spun that car. Thank you for the follow, Cannon Fodder. What's happened to Combat? Yeah, Combat is started on the hards, so he's obviously got tyre wear on his side. Hopefully he'll be able to make it up with a faster stint towards the end of the race. Harley in the chat, Bully, you're fired. That's a bit rough. That's a bit rough. So we've got 1 DNF so far, lap 12 of 29. Newell is trying to catch down this McLaren, so Combat's been doing really, really well. Skins, it's been messy, but he's still in the top 10.
Yes, he is. And yet the stop. We're approaching the halfway mark. Also, on a side note, Haas don't fire drivers.
No.
I think last season made that pretty clear.
They have a plan, and they're sticking to the plan, and their drivers know their car.
Yeah, they know how to spin it real good.
Decelerate. 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's unfortunate. So these times have kind of blown out now. The only people within contention, you got Stars there with a 3/10 gap. Feber's within DRS. Newell's within DRS. Keeper's there within DRS down in 15th. here comes Newell. He probably won't have an attack into turn 1. He's just going to try and catch up. We'll shift over to Stars now, who's in contention.
Stars got a big battery advantage over Simdogger at the moment.
89% to 50.
Mm.
Oh, we got a lock up there from the Williams. So Stars will bide his time. There's plenty of laps left in this race. So a kill shot's not really on the cards right now. But management of those tyres is going to be key. The lockups from spectating is a bug. Of course it is. I had maybe 3 the entire race, but the stream shows it happens every corner. Fair enough. All right, well, I'm just going to have to ignore them, I guess.
I saw some drivers locking up at some corners regularly. So, yeah. Don't want to name names or anything, but... oh! Is that... Right. I thought Simdogger was losing it there, but I think maybe he was just trying to break the toe.
Yep. You tend to see the pretty famous serpentine down the... Oh, Stars! Whoa. Jesus Christ.
Newell and Psycho both into the pits.
Newell, Psycho and Bully all in the pits there, switching onto the hard tyre there. Looks like Bully will do the same. So Trend 22 now within DRS range of Nut there. We see some position swapping. Pondon goes up into 13th. Keeper close behind. Skins with a 3-second time penalty there. Oof, that's going to work wonders for Nut now.
Smitty's caught the back of Combat now.
So maintaining this gap. Trin looking to... actually, we should probably jump on board. Let's have a look here. So the Haas goes out a bit wide there. Turn 13, but he's going to catch him nonetheless. And without the overtake button. Oh, no. He pulls back. Probably just catch him on the straight. Looks like Nut might be coming into the pits. Yep. So Trin will get that, no problem. Jump back up there. Actually, no, Combat. Let's have a look here. So Combat's looking to fight Smitty. So Smitty is on the podium at the moment. Combat's
he's just got that move made. Has Smitty. Combat yet to stop, so... I'm expecting him to come into the pit shortly, unless he plans to continue on and put the softs on. I'm not too sure how that will work out.
Hobbsy there, 3-second time penalty.
Oh, we've got that train starting to reunite down with Hobbsy, Nut, and who else? Keeper? Pondon.
Yes, down at the back there. Let's have a look on that. We'll jump on board with Nut, who's at the back of it all. So Pondon leading that train. There we go. So Nut with the DRS. It doesn't look like any of them are going to have an attack chance at all. Keeper. Hobbsy looking for a spot there, but he pulls back in line.
Well, Pondon's going to be on the back foot here because he's going to be due to pit in a little while, whereas the others are all on relatively fresh tyres.
So, Bully there. 3-second time penalty. Interesting. Alright, let's jump up a little bit here. So Psycho looking to maybe get Newell. Newell obviously overtook him on the straight. So Psycho will probably want to get this back on the DRS section. Not if you do that. Whoa, that totally messed it up.
Oh, this pack is 2x2 at the moment.
So Pondon still Hobbsy!
We have a crash. The
Hobbsy and Keeper. Oh my god, Hobbsy and Keeper out of contention there. They drop down. So, oh damn you, replay! Tell me you work. Damn it! Damn it! Ah. All right. Well, you saw what happened. Nuts now over.
Oh, careful there, Nut.
What is going on? Pondon has a guardian angel watching him. He's like, you get one, Pondon, and takes out everyone behind him. Look at
looking back and thinking, where did everyone go?
Exactly. And we're looking at his side mirrors and just like, oh, I must be really fast. Yeah, I must be really fast. 1,000 horsepower Renault engine, no problem. Alright, so Simdogger and Stars trading places. Stars out ahead. Simdogger close behind. It's a game of leapfrog now. As we get to the later half of this race. We are past the halfway mark. So Stars has the ERS advantage. But he won't have the combination with the wing. Whereas Simdogger will. There goes the DRS. You can see the wing open there. Now he doesn't use overtake yet because he knows DRS will help him stay. So it'll be main straight where this all comes into it. Here we go. Nice and tight. 3/10. Alright, so Stars will be looking to try and break this toe. Simdogger will want to stay in it. Here it goes. And he hasn't used overtake. Okay. Neither has Stars for that matter. Conservation.
Be trying to can build up some battery while he's got the DRS. Put now the shoes on the other foot.
Look at how
Simdogger can slowly apply some pressure to Stars and make him use some of his energy.
Look at how quick he shifted. Simdogger was in 5th. Turn 2. He wasn't chancing traction loss at all. Like, he comes out of turn 1 and he's just like, bop, 5th. Just like, no thanks. I'll play it safe. There goes the DRS again, and the overtake is on. Oh, but only for a short while. So he's only using his overtake to just shunt up the gears, just to try and get the revs
just
up.
that initial boost on exit.
Yeah, it's a good way to maintain, to conserve the ERS for when you really, really need it, because Stars is, of course, going to need as much as he can to defend. There's a ton of laps left in this race, so I can only imagine the battling will get fiercer. There goes the overtake. So you can see the overtake's on. And it looks like Simdogger's going to burn a lot of it down to 50%. And it's working. And he takes the brake marker well. There it is. Just keeping in line. As long as he stays within this gap, then he can apply more pressure and more pressure. Possibly try to force a mistake from Stars. Or make a leap of faith when Stars isn't expecting it. I don't think either of the front runners have any pens. Pretty sure they're both clean. Thank you for the follow. Suscity? Interesting name.
No, the leaders do not have any time penalties.
Okay, so they are clear. It'll come down to track position then. As Neil picks up a 3-second time penalty there for multiple warnings. So these two are the only cars that are actually in DRS battle. There's Hobbsy at the back there with Saxa. Everyone else is blown out. Surplus 10 seconds. Pondon's 10 seconds behind Psycho. Neither of these cars with overtake mode. Oh, but you can see how much DRS is working here. He's going to look. Nope. And again, Stars goes out fairly wide on that corner though. Scrubbed a lot of speed. Tim Dogger, great drive here to maintain this gap. Sticking to the back of that Mercedes. No one's business. We've got a Sec 2, Sec 3 yellow flag.
And a Renault, Saxa. They're off.
2 cars have crashed and a safety car. It's a full safety car.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Saxa just stopped as well. I don't know what happened there, but...
Oh,
yeah.
boy. Oh, boy. Okay. So, developments. 20 of 29, 9 laps to go. A safety car is called after 2 cars, Saxa and Bully, are both off the track. You can see, you'll probably be able to see Saxa's car off to the track there. Let's have a look. There it is. Yeah. Okay. So a safety car is called. This will compress the grid. You can expect some interesting changes here. Do we think that any of these front runners are going to pit?
Yes, they will. They will. They have to.
It's probably a given, right? Do we see Stars go off?
They have. Oh, he's playing my games.
He's playing my games. But I hope they made that. Yep, they made that. Okay, no worries.
Yeah, no
so Stars.
Oh, Smitty!
Oh no. No.
And they're all going for the soft tyre. Now I wonder... Yeah. I gave some advice to some of my Renault teammates about possibly keeping some fresh softs for a late safety car.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if they listened.
Well, we're currently on board with Pondon here, who is on, according to the game, is on fresh softs. I don't know if that's true, but I think it is. Now, this is actually a blessing for him, because this is going to get rid of that 35-second gap. And that's going to put him in the running. So...
Well, he's going to have to take a fair bit of life out of his tyres to catch back up to this train.
Depends how many laps. Depends how many laps the safety car decides to stay out. So we've got 8 laps in this race.
I'm guessing it'll be 3. It'll come in lap 23. Is my guess.
Let's jump on board. Here we are. So there's the safety car. Why did they change the colour of the safety car? God damn it. Alright, so the safety car...
Because it looks like a Renault now.
Yeah, exactly. It's so silly. Alright, so the safety car is out. You can see them coming through the end of Sector 2 now. Stars leading this race. Simdog are close behind. Smitty and Feber. Everybody on softs. Everybody on fresh softs except Surplus. He decides, nah, going to the end on hards. Everybody has come in for fresh tyres except Surplus, CK80, and... no, take that back. He's in the pits right now. See the gaps closing. Everybody will compress. So now the question will be, how vicious is the turn 1 restart?
Oh, well, it could be chaotic. You know, races have been won and lost at turn 1 at Bahrain after a safety car restart.
Mm-hmm. You can see these guys trying to keep the warmth in the tyres. They want to try and keep the peak performance. I mean, we were due a safety car, right?
Yeah.
But it must have been a massive crash. Takes out 2 drivers. So we have 17 left.
I'm guessing one lost it on the exit and has taken out the other, but I'm not too sure. I didn't actually see it.
can see the rest of the grid. So the last car is Decelerate. He's coming through turn 10 now. So he will hopefully catch up in the next couple of laps. Pondon, he's doing his best now. He's getting followed by Nut there. They'll catch up to the grid in no time. There's some bully in the chat there. Unfortunate, man. What happened? Give us a rundown. Also, if that number's correct, 73 viewers. My God. Thank you so much, people. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad at least it's an entertaining race. Thank you for the follow, Fates. Much appreciated. Okay, so the largest gap now is Keeper. So we're just waiting on Keeper to catch up. Then we'll have Jacob Meister and CK as well. Oh, God, poor Decelerate. He just crossed the line now. God, that's far back, eh? Whew, boy.
It's got a while to go. But, yeah, I reckon it'll do another lap, is my guess.
We'll find out sooner or later. I think as it crosses the Sector 3 start is when it tells us whether or not it comes in. I would assume one extra lap. That will allow the rest of the drivers to catch up. Nobody's been lapped. Oh well. They have, but it's not going to matter by the time it comes there. Yep, no, it looks like the safety car's still out.
Yep.
Thank you for the follow, Tiptoe. Or Tipito, rather.
No, is people that were lapped have unlapped themselves.
Yeah, I think
so. Everyone's back on the lead lap now.
Alright, so it will be one more. So we will cross into lap 23 of this race under safety car, which will mean we will have 6 hectic laps where everyone, well, essentially everyone's on soft tyres. So it's going to be a sprint to the finish. And nobody's going to leave anything there. Keeper
has pit again and put on fresh softs.
Well, I mean, he can afford to, right? He'll catch up.
Where was he before? I think he lost a couple of places, but
you're welcome for me spicing this up. Yeah, no worries. Thank you for the follow, Pastor Pastor. Much appreciated. Okay, so Stars moving back and forth. Lights reckons there's going to be another lap at SC. I doubt it.
Nah.
I don't think so. If it does, it's going to be so crap. Have a look, though. Stars is keeping such a massive gap to the safety car. I'm interested to see how this restart goes. Chat, where should we watch this restart from? Which position?
P3 or 4 would be my guess, but let's see what they want to say. See what they want to see, I guess.
There you go. So Keeper's caught up right now. He's in last, but we know that he's pretty, fast. So let's see. What about the rear of P1? We can do that. We can do that now. We can watch from the rear of P1. So I guess that might actually be an interesting one. Matt Dabry saying on board with Combat. Suzi's there with Star. Actually, rear from P1. I want the helicopter cam. Me too, Arturio, but I can't turn it on at will. I wish I could. Rear view camera of Stars. Actually, I'm thinking, yeah, that's probably a really good idea, and I think that's what I'll do.
Yeah. So well, the safety car is coming in this lap.
Yep. So we'll stay on board with Stars, so that way we can see when he decides to restart, and then we'll chuck it in rear view.
I think he's getting ready to go.
Oh, he's gonna absolutely Hamilton this. You watch. Here we go. Here we go. Look at this. Look at this cheeky. There it is. There goes the overtake. You can see the early lead. Now, let's keep an eye on this train. So lap 24 of 29. Down into turn 1. Feber going for a move on Smitty in the early stages. They've got contact there. Feber loses the position. There we go. Let's work our way down the pack. Down. There's Surplus, Combat, Trins, Skins, Newell, Psycho there, Pondon and Nut. Hobbsy really close by. He's probably going to look at a move. And he does. Nope, doesn't quite make it work. So that's a pretty clean restart. I'm happy.
Oh, Surplus is a huge cork in the bottle at the moment. 14 lap old hards. surrounded by people on fresh mediums.
Have a look at this. Combat Rat gets overtaken by his teammate there. Skins wants redemption for all of the people that passed him earlier. He's up into 7th. So Wing was lost. I did see that. Apparently it's Newell. Yeah, it looks like he's lost that end plate. Skins is looking for a move. Probably get this done. He has a lot of there. Star sets a fastest lap, and of course, not a surprise. Everyone's on softs now. Here comes the overtake button. Surplus is just, I guess, a red blur for the McLaren rather. There it goes. Oh, Surplus! I was wondering. I'm like, where'd the Ferrari go? Tries to take the inside line. Woo, boy. All right, that did not work out for you, sir.
The other McLaren having a look.
Oh, that's removal of front wing territory. Ooh, Skins picks up a 3-second time penalty there. Going a little bit wide on track. That's not going to pan out well.
Meanwhile, Stars is, on that 1 second gap to Simdogger already, even though DRS isn't available yet. You've got to make sure he doesn't get away.
Well, I have a theory. Let's see if this is correct. I'm going to jump on board with Stars. He has 57% ERS. Oh my god, he's got 50%. Simdogger has 24. Wow, Stars has some pretty killer pace right now. I was fully expecting Stars to have burnt through his ERS reserves to try and make that lap, but he didn't. Alright, so DRS has been re-enabled. Oh, damn it. Sometimes the camera bugs out and goes to the car you last picked. So weird. Alright, so there we go. Smitty on board with Fever. Jacob Meister into the pit, so he sustained some form of damage.
Oh, Psycho. Psycho's gone around, or something's happened. He's lost a lot of positions.
A quick flash of the yellow flag there, but it's all resolved, so nothing major. And we can, as we see here, Combat G's in a fight, a really good fight with this Ferrari here, but Newell's coming in, wants a piece of this. Surplus and Combat side by side as they move through turn 8. Oh my god, now the Pondon's trying to get in on it as well. I said it was going to be a chaotic restart, and it's definitely delivering. Look at this massive train. Okay, so we're on board with Hobbsy. Pondon's trying to make a move here. Looks like Hobbsy went a little bit out, a little bit too far wide. Newell now trying to keep up to Surplus. Combat's got a decent gap now. I don't think Surplus is going to make that back at all. But Pondon's the real question. Currently 10th. He will be in for points. Goes up on the inside of Newell. As they come up through turn 13, gets forced into the apex. And the overtake is draining a lot of it. So is Newell. Oh, Flyboy gifts a sub. Absolute champion. Whoa, Hobbsy! Hobbsy takes a little bit of a leapfrog now as well. So Pondon gets caught out. But have a look at the speed. Nothing there. Hobbsy gets past quite easily. This Trent picks up a penalty there. Jesus, look at Keeper. A man possessed. He wants to try and climb up this grid as fast as possible. As Newell now looks to overtake Surplus. Surplus does have DRS thanks to the zone, the detection zone, but don't think it's going to work out for him. He is on those old hards. Oh no, he's put Newell into the wall. Oh no, there's a collision between the drivers.
They were very wheel bangy coming into that corner. It was a very risky game they were both playing. Unfortunately, Newell's come off second best.
That's unfortunate there. But here we go. Pondon gets one position. Now he's looking at the Ferrari. I'm sure he'll get past with as little problem as possible. I can't imagine those hards have any performance left. There they go. Moves up into 8th place. Keep an eye on that timing tower. Simdogger is within the DRS zone, but there's only 2 laps left in this race, or 2.5, to be fair. Keep an eye on that. Hobbsy makes the overtake on Surplus now. Let's jump up. 4th place. Here's Feber in the Alfa Romeo. So right now, it's looking like a mirror of last week. Stars, Simdogger and Smitty all on podium. Thank you for the follow, Gyro.
Fever, only 12% battery. Smitty not bad. He's actually worse off on 11.
Thank you for the follow, Katlinski. Thank you. Oh no, Smitty, catch, thank you. Woo! Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, don't do that! Oh my god. They're suffering. They're suffering. Those softs are wearing, and they're wearing fast. And Psycho's retired from the session. He's crashed out there. Just on turn 8. He's off the track. But we don't have a safety car. I mean, if you call the safety car now, it'd be a joke, right? So, lap 28 to 29. So that is one less driver on the grid. And now all eyes are going to be on this front 3, or possibly front 4. We'll see if the Alpha can keep up. So Simdogger is within DRS. We might see a mirror image of Tier 1. As Smitty gets pushed out of that DRS. And have a look at Feber here. Smitty goes all the way to the other side of the track. Does he keep it on the inside? Oh, they're side by side all the way through. Oh, Smitty loses it!
Oh my goodness. Oh, he held it. But he's lost place.
Let's jump on with Simdogger. It is the last lap of this race. Stars is holding the lead with that Mercedes. Oh, no. Okay, well, he kept it on track. I was worried for him a little bit. So he's only got half a track to do this. Can Simdogger bring this back? He has no ERS left. Stars has 30%. I don't think Simdogger is going to be able to make the move on this Mercedes. Stars might have just pulled off an amazing drive. All Stars has to do now is not bin it, I guess.
Yeah, well, it's not over till it's over.
There we are. So Stars coming down that second to last straight. They're around the final corner. Easy application of the throttle. Hits the overtake. And he will take the win here at Bahrain. A great drive from him. Simdogger coming across in second. Feber in third, but penalties might affect. Oh, Smitty got an unserved, so no. Feber will take third place. Smitty in fourth. Trin 22. Skins comes across in sixth. That's a great recovery for him. He was not having the best of races, but he comes back, combat crosses, and Pondon will cross the line in 8th. Hobbsy there, and Keeper. Oh, Keeper jumps. Oh, hold on. Decelerate jumps them both. Too. So, Decelerate jumps both Hobbsy to get 10th place. Oh, penalties, man. They hurt.
They do. They really do.
Wow. What a race. Okay. What a race. What an ending. Great drive there. So, game reckons Hobbsy is the driver of the day.
Hopefully we get a race like that tonight at Spain.
Yes, please. All right, so Stars, great drive there. Excellent win. Unfortunate Simdogger. He tried his best, but unfortunately just could not get back past. And Feber. Excellent drive from him. Manages to get third place on the podium. It's unfortunate for Smitty. He's doing so well and then ended up getting a bit messy with the battle.
Well, at the end of the day, he didn't lose it. He brought it home and got the points.
There it is. So great job, Stars. You deserve that win. And you'll take it. Simdogger in second. Feber there in third. Smitty. Trin 22. Skins. Combat. Pondon. Great result from him. And the Keeper and Decelerate round out the top 10. Unfortunate. There was a ton of DNFs there. 3 to be precise. Saxa, Bully and Zudix. and a bunch of retirements as well. All right, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. That is all from us here at AFR. We'll be back next Sunday, of course, with the round 3 of Tier 1, Tier 2, and we'll be back on Friday as well for our F2 series. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I've been Kunai Zero. This has been Ben, and we'll catch you on the next one. Goodbye for now.
See you later.
You got me trapped inside this spell. Now I feel like your demons drag me close to hell.